Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Konnichiwa, Ohayo gozaimasu, is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajikin Khaiden, a sentient star clustering VTuber, the singer form. Great to see you all, Tajigang. It seems my ISP was being a naughty, bad ISP once again, for a moment there. Yeah, a few frames have been dropping here and there, unfortunately. It seemed to be stable again. Then the bullshit started happening again. Hopefully it remains stable enough, but things have been kind of unstable lately. It's like, what do I need? Do I need like a monthly visit from a technician or some shit like that? Does it need to be a weekly phone call? A monthly visit? Like, what the heck is going on? There must be some Pikachu chewing on some cable line somewhere. I keep thinking it's that, but anyway. Yeah, like I have been noticing there have been drop frames. I have been keeping note of that. And getting my sweet rewards because damn it, I deserve compensation in Habitica and things like that. But anyway, it's my own custom systems for this madness. But yeah, it disconnected for a moment there during starting soon. Just know that it wasn't on your end. Oh, what a scuffy start! And we've been doing such great things this week already, Tajigang. First of all, let's address that. We did great things in Amamusume yesterday. It did drop over 3,000 frames actually yesterday. The kind of frame drops that are not noticeable, I think, but I might be mistaken, and I hope I'm not. But now I'm starting to get worried about this shit again, and again with the seasonal phone call, the monthly phone call, the weekly phone call. I'm getting so sick of it, Tajigang. It's breaking my heart. Otherwise, we are so packed. Damn it, as it says right there for the subtitle of what we're doing today, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. We did some nice things we did last week at around this time, and so we're doing it this week as well. I think last week it was delayed by an hour, or was it? Or am I thinking of something else? No, it wasn't. But yeah, if it all goes to plan, tomorrow on Pokemon Violet, we'll be going after Treasures of Ruin and Superstar Titans, which means the Team Star rematches. Now they're Team Superstar, because I made them Superstars, and the Titan rematches. That might be a very long stream. So hopefully things are okay. We had a very long stream not that long ago. We had it last Sunday with Final Fantasy XIV. And everything was like pristine with the frames, barely any, if any. And I mean, internet frames, because there's rendering lag frames, encoding lag frames, and well, network frames. You know what I need to start checking to have like a full report? Even if I can't make heads or tails of a lot of this, I need to start seeing where in OBS you have like logs of there's like, log files. Show log files. View current log. Yeah, there's a lot I can't see right here. Oh yeah, and speaking of scuff, my Throne, if by any chance any of you are amazing enough to buy something for me on Throne, note that it may not show on stream because my Throne widget seemed to have an issue. I don't know what happened with it. But otherwise, yeah, a scuffy start. Really, the scuff yesterday was quite minimal. Yeah, it was quite minimal. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the log. Something is refusing to connect, like, huh? What's going on? I don't get it. Whoa, oh, Throne alerts. Error, popping up. Block script execution in about blank. Something. And it keeps popping up and some other things. What the hell is going on with that? Anyway, wow, I am not glad I saw that log now. Because show log files. Right, yeah, this the other log files. From the stream earlier today, it may have some of that. Those are TXT files. Oh, and I made the mistake of opening it. Each of those is quite bulky. I just realized they're quite big. They probably do get deleted after a while. It only has I think it's only the last 7 days. Yeah, it does automatically delete them. Wow. Like, this is my first time looking at them. Sorry, we kind of started the stream, like, with technical things, and I'm the one choosing to take it further by looking at the files and everything. No, but, like, great things we want to do this week as well. You know, FF14 Fun Day, 4.3 group content, and more. I still want to log in to at least, I don't know, see if I can have the next part of Eureka unlocked. I haven't touched it ever since. But then I get caught up in other things, or if I play something, it ends up being something else. I've been doing just a little bit of Master Duel, just a little bit. And earlier today in the TSC stream, we had Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. Once again, continuing right where we left it off yesterday with Haru Dada-chan. And it's looking difficult. It's looking difficult. But there's apparently a daily retry you can do if you don't reach your goal with your Uma Musume. So there's that worth mentioning. Let's launch Master Duel now. Let me see, where's the win-loss record? Right here. Right, all that space right there. Now that it seems like there's so much unnecessary space right next to this. That's where I had the drone alerts thing. I no longer have it there. Because, well, I have it there, but it's just not working right now. Let me see. Maybe just refreshing the source. I'm gonna give it a try. I need to take a look at that. We're gonna draw that back in a moment. Thank goodness there was no update because I haven't launched the game at all today until now. I think next week we're not gonna have Master Duel scheduled. Instead, I think we're still gonna do a Musume, probably on Wednesday as well. But I think, well, let me see next week. Let me see next weekend. See if there's maybe another plan. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be. On Thursday, because I think Thursday is still the only day for this. Yeah, I think it is. On Thursday at around this time next week, what I want to do is Fields of Mystria because it's gonna have an update and it will be out for a while already. Yeah, it would have been out for quite a few days. I must resist the temptation to play it off stream. What I should do is to play it off stream before that so I can get used to it again. Sorry, give me a second. I'm checking this. So yeah, like application error, client-side exception has occurred. See the browser console for more information. Like I need to open drone itself and refresh cache of current page. Oh, that's it. That's all we needed to do. Sometimes it's more than that and I didn't want to bother with the time. Give me a second so I can have it return in the other screens where it needs to be. Thank goodness it was only that. Thank goodness. Hey, look, something about it made it feel like it was gonna be way more complicated than this. I swear to you. Okay, you can donate to me in Throne again. Yeah. See, I have it said !Throne. You can use the command. But even if I don't tell you that, it tells you right there, throne.com/Khaiden. Again, very straightforward. Exact same name as here. Alright. Yeah, we're still gonna use this overlay. Like, I wasn't sure if we should keep using it in this way. I'm noticing on the top of the screen the thing with the latest cheers, the latest follows, the latest sub, which is great to have, but I could have sworn I had it off the screen for a while. You know why I'm going to remove it? Because we don't have it in the other screens and it's like, it's not fair to only have it in one. Oh, wow, okay. I think I'm mistakenly interesting. Okay. That thing hasn't been seen in forever, what the heck? No, yeah, because I also have this overlay on YouTube and then I probably will forget to remove that. Otherwise, alerts appear when you follow, don't worry. Okay, let's do some gacha. I see rainbows. Whenever you see that armor fellow show up, it sometimes means you're not gonna get a good card. This is not one of those times, it seems. Alright. Let's see what we get. Berserk of the team. Super rares. Dotscaper. Tani Spirit, Mullah Adara, Battle Wasp, Grand Partisan, The Revolution. Whoa. We got big things. I need to return and see if I can do that Battle Wasp deck again. If I can create it. Make it. Now that we have these as well. Tani Spirit, okay. Or is it Tenai? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. 1 tuna plus 1 plus non-tuna. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Insect synchro monsters you control gain 200 attack for each of your banished insect monsters. If this card is banished, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of your banished insect monsters and inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. You can only use this effect of Battle Wasp, Grand Parts, and Revolution once per turn. That's a specific deck you want to do with it. I just want to make it be a theme deck where it's like you get every member of the Battle Wasp family and then some. I must still have it on a deck somewhere here. Yeah, I was like, it's a prototype. Proto just means prototype of that. A prototype of a Galaxy Photon deck. Ah, yes, this is where you have structured decks now. This Heroes Union deck. I want to use the deck just as it is. Would be nice if you can choose it in single player at least, or even in multiplayer, but just, you know, without modifying anything. And then from there you can copy it and do modifications to it. What is this? Oh! Yeah, I like this. Let's show it like this. Some of them don't show anything, but that's alright. They're works in progress. Insect Riders, Battle Insectors. Right, because it was Insectors with Battle Wasp. Insect Riders is one that is purely Insector, for the most part. And it's not a good deck. Like, even in casual play, it's not a good deck. Yeah, I snuck in Mass Hero Darklaw because I had to do it, because it's all about the Kamen Rider inspirations. So I just wanted to have that. This is not even related to the Insector archetypes, I think. But I needed to have it because it's just fun. Our Insectron. I mean, it kind of looks like the fellow inside is. I really like the character art on this. Or sorry, the card art on this. Something very different about it. But also very nice. Very, like, nice, sleek, military game, shooter feel. Halo, Call of Duty, sort of. But a very sober, elegant one. I don't know what the word is, but those are the best words that come to mind for this. So yeah. So, there's a new festival going on. We had a bit of that festival we did last time. Let's get login bonus. That's probably what this is. Yeah, how many days are left on the pass? The duel pass? Because I need to duel more. 69 days left! Very nice. This is what I really want. I want that synth wavy beach background. Those are the best buys for summer. Yeah. I keep thinking of things such as Project Voltage that I would love to do someday in the future. If I got like $1 million, $1 million other currency. Million I'd say, because, well, 1 million yen is fewer than $1 million. 1 million euros, not the same, but anyway. You know, my water type self, so to speak, right? I keep thinking of ideas that are now no longer the ideas I may be going for, because I forgot there's these vibes you can have, sort of. And I'm just like, oh man, the music that comes to mind seeing a picture like that. Oh, let's go. I'm thinking of, there's a couple wrestlers in NXT right now in WWE that have like some interesting synth wavy thing about them. Oh, look at that! Beach chair and parasol. Thanks for the lurk from the shadows, Mist. And hey, it is summer, right? But yeah, like Sol Ruka, whose whole thing is about being a beach girl and all that, but she has more of a synthwave thing going on as well. Like a surfer, yeah, surfer more than beach girl, like whatever that means. But yeah, like it surprised me. Then there's I forget her name, but there was one that has pretty much another like classic synthwavy thing. And then there's Masha Slamovich, who has an incredible dark synth song as her entrance theme. And shout outs to TNA, because I think at the top of the hour, TNA Impact is about to start. Their weekly show. I'll watch it later. They have a big pay-per-view this Sunday. Okay, I'm done gushing over, yapping about pro wrestling. So funny how often I mention it and how little it shows its face here. But I bring it in some way or another. They teach me good lessons about entertainment, such as being a great commentator, being a great announcer. Although I've been channeling more Kamen Rider Drive into that. Belt-san. Cream Steinbelt, Mr. Belt. Okay, start your engines! Or something like that. Right? That's what we did with Mamusume yesterday. But it's a good thing to do when you gacha. I don't expect we'll be doing a lot of gacha here. I still want to save my gems. Anyway, let's duel. Enough yapping, let's duel. Before I even get into one of the festivals. There's Fusion Link, I think, is still going on. But as a warm-up, so to speak, I'll do this so I can do my Quantal Sentai deck. For the below 5-star festival, I believe is what it is. I don't have a deck for that. I could build one, but... Ooh, taking a while to search for an opponent. I hope it's not lag or something. That's weird. That is not good. That's freaking me out, especially with the little reconnection scuff that happened at the very start of the stream. But yeah, I can use the rentals, but I gotta learn them too. Either way, you know, it will take a little bit of reading for me. Might be okay though. I just don't want it to take too much time. Okay, we start by special summoning Super Quantum Red Layer. The Red Ranger of this Sentai, you might say. So, let's see if they negate this. I sense an Ash Blossom there somewhere. Or a Max C. Oh yeah, they wouldn't have been able to activate Max C in response to Red Layer, right? It was immediately special summoned, I think. So, alright. So we got a White Layer. I think I want to activate White Layer's effect. Wait. I'm actually gonna activate it this time. Few times do I activate it, but this is one of those. It's going to be a waste of Red Layer's effect from the graveyard. It won't be able to be used, but that's not what I'm after. And now I have Monster Reborn. I should have remembered that too. But it's to summon this bad boy right here, to at least have one of the Mech Beast Magna Liger. Like a sword. Na 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 na. Like a sword. Inazuma todoroku. Shinku no fire. Laiga, laiga, laiga. Hikari no jushin laiga. Bam, 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 bam. Makes me think of Yushin Liger, speaking of pro wrestlers. Okay. Clockwork Knight. All face-up monsters on the field become machine monsters. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to destroy it with that. I need them to summon a monster so I can negate this effect, only for one turn though. The current controller must banishes one card from their hand. That doesn't look good for me. To limit the number of summons, this is gonna be a huge trap deck, isn't it? The only thing I can think of is Trap Tricks or, you know, Illich. Or, no, a burn deck. I was about to say, whatever new decks there are, whatever new metas there are, I don't know them yet. Not quite. True Draco Apocalypse. Masterpiece, the True Draco, Slain King. Let's see if we can try Infinite Impermanence. Well, I mean, I gotta do Red Layer's effect now, but... I gotta do that one first. Yeah. I'll have White Layer detach first, and... but I shouldn't... Well, it would be a waste not to activate the effect before it gets destroyed, you know? Let's see, it may respawn with that. If it does, that's the time for Infinite Impermanence. It's gonna target Infinite Impermanence anyway. Either way, I have to activate it in response, and then this is not gonna take effect. But I'm not gonna have any monsters on my field anyway. This is just a fun chain to get things started. Wait, I think Infinite Impermanence effect didn't go through. Anyway, we activate both effects. Oh wait, actually I will have a monster on the field. The effect didn't go through. No, it didn't go through. Okay, we should have White Layer revive, not Magna Liger. Magna Liger... yeah, because... yeah, I'll try White Layer again. And can I activate its effect from the field as well? Well, there's Fairy Alphen here. We're losing a lot of like attack from this. Why didn't Infinite Impermanence's effect go through? Because it was destroyed first? Its effect should have happened first. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Summoning Curse is a problem. I won't be able to do anything about it right now, though. 500 LP. That's nothing to my opponent right now. Orenotan, Duro. White Layer again. Gotta minimize the number of summons I do, that's the thing. Do I want Fairy Alphen first, or do I want Monster Reborn first? Because, can I choose which card is gonna get banished? If that is the case, then we're set. Let's do it first. Reborn the monster. Magic Card Hatsudo. Shisha Sose. Or at least I attempt to activate Monster Reborn. There can be only one. Only one monster may be controlled. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a burn deck, but it is a deck that locks me away from doing things. Is this where... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, is this where I choose which monster is gonna be? Now, let's see if we can do an attack of any sort. Okay, we can still do a direct attack. They probably will have cards that will prevent them from doing anything else. Let me see the description. I mean, the trap card doesn't describe that the player has a choice, but it also doesn't say that the player doesn't have a choice. So why didn't I get a choice? I guess because Red Layer was the latest monster to appear on the field. I guess. Kind of feels unfair. Like, I should have been able to choose who goes to the graveyard. To be fair, I probably would have made it be Red Layer again. Would have made it be Red Layer anyway. That's what I meant to say. So White Layer goes to the graveyard. Let's add another Fairy Alphen. It's not gonna be banished, right? Speaking of banishing cards. Let's activate the effect. One way or another it helps because within the deck, getting those Fairy Alphens from the deck, you always want to prioritize that first. I have learned some of my Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? I do know the Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright. I say that because there's a lot I still don't grasp. I mean, look at the question I was asking about that stuff. So, I should be able to activate Fairy Alphen's effect that I'm gonna try to activate, right? It's just gonna negate it, though. I mean, what else can I do in this situation? After this, we're gonna try a Festival Duel. It could be the Fusion Link one. I think it's still open. When does it end? Ah, I forgot the fun I had like with festivals. Making this one of my seasonal games, so to speak. But man, at the same time, I just don't have time for this nowadays. Not as much. Or not for multiple games. Okay, red, blue, and white? I feel like I should do green maybe, but... Do I have a reason for Red Layer? Let's give it a try. We have to remember 2 of them will go to the graveyard, so it's also their graveyard effect I'm thinking about. So yeah. There's a lot we can still do even with there can be only one's effect affecting me. I'll add a Super Quant card from the graveyard. I should add... I guess Blue Layer, but... I don't know if Blue Layer is gonna work here. I'll make it be Blue Layer, yeah. Nobody's gonna get summoned from their graveyard right now anyway. Can only have one. There can only be one. But yeah, we're gonna shuffle a few cards. Magna Carrier is gonna help me out a little bit. So we're gonna shuffle these 3. Yeah, these 3. 2 red layers because one of the red layers I have right now may be going to the graveyard very soon anyway. Can that be negated? They can negate it. There's something I should be able to do right now. I'm gonna see if I can use Magna Liger's effect. I'm gonna summon Magna Liger again and see if I can use its effect to take care of this monster here. Oh no, we're lagging. I mean, it looks like it's my opponent who's lagging, but I'm not sure. So yeah, can't summon anything else right now unless I replace this card right here for that summon, which is what we're gonna try to do with Xyz Summon. This can negate monster effects or something, right? I don't like this lag. I really don't like this lag, if that's what it is anyway. You can banish one continuous spell trap. That's the thing. That's the thing. It destroys any moment. There's a quick effect. And it's not just once per turn either. Not as far as I know. So, White Layer... There's nothing we would get out of trying to summon White Layer like this, but... Wait, we don't have the card that limits my... Okay, never mind. I'm not limited anymore. I'm not limited anymore. Am I? I don't think Blue Layer should go to the graveyard, though. It should be Blue Layer, though. Yeah, there's a solution, although I think it can just activate its quick effect again. The thing is, I wanted Blue Layer to stay with me because I needed... Anyway. Red Layer. Well, if it isn't bootleg Power Rangers. Bootleg Super Sentai, you mean, Rocket Ball? But yeah, can't wait for this deck support. Oh, it's gonna get support? That's great to hear, though. Sorry. Let me lock in. Let me focus. Yeah, then it's gonna be able to also special summon something. Blue layer won't be able to activate his effects though, right? Either way, it's good to have more presence, and then Alpha and Spike. But yeah, it's the Super Sentai basis that makes me love this deck and use it more and more, even if it's not a meta deck. I have this deck is more based on having everything Super Quan based, and it's giving me some great moments, some great duels. And let's see what we can do with this. White layer goes to the graveyard. They actually made the Link monster useful. Ah, yes, because I rarely ever summon the Link monster. I think my opponent actually surrendered right there. I don't think that was them suddenly leaving. So I'm going to include it. There's a Black Ranger? Really? I didn't know that. I'm going to count this as a win, by the way. House rules is that if it looks like... If I get disconnected and I lose because of that, if I win because my opponent gets disconnected, or if it feels like they didn't really surrender but something came up or who knows what, shenanigans happen, we don't count it as a win or a loss. But this one, you know, up to my discretion, your discretion, Tachi Gang, we'll count it. It kind of looked like I was going to turn it around, and I think they noticed. I kind of feel bad. It's all within the timer. If I run out of time, I lose anyway. But kind of feel bad that because I'm also yapping on the stream and all that, I can leave them waiting. The Black Ranger is interesting. There's something I need to say about that. A new level 1 on a Black Ranger. Basically, make sure you always at least get 2 Quan Xyz. He's really nice. Wait, which do you mean, Rocket Ball? You mean in general? Or... Oh, yeah, like, so... One of those is going to make sure that you always get 2 Quan Xyz. That sounds powerful. You want that presence. You need that presence. It's all about getting Kingrave Magnus, and sometimes you have backup plans, or at least I do in this version of my deck, of the deck. Which mostly, the main focus, first and foremost, is to get at least one of every Super Quan card. I still need to give it a better name. Quantal Sentai something something. Quantal Sentai Meta Ranger was what I would call the one that's more meta, but I never went through with it. In general, 1 card to Xyz. Okay. The Black Ranger introduction is interesting because they kept it to 4 members of the team, right? So that it never actually resembles a Super Sentai is always my thinking. A Super Sentai, without counting a 6 Ranger or something like that. 3 Rangers? That has been seen a lot. And there's Sun Vulcan. What was it? From 1981, right? Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan. Val Eagle, Val Shark, Val Panther. Which always remain with 3 members. And it's all male. And like, that's crazy. Still kind of a crazy thing. But... the, then there's 5, that's the one you maybe used to the most in Super Sentai and Power Rangers, which adapted from it. But, sorry, we're getting my train of thought. There's never really been one where it's like 4 as the starting team, or as the main team, or as the final team. It's always a thing that makes it different. Like, you look at something like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ah, in a way, they're a Super Sentai, they're color-coded. But also they're not because it's 4. That makes them very different too. Something about 4 makes it be that magical number that Super Sentai has never done. Not really, in an official capacity. But now it's gonna be 5, truly as Super Sentai. That 5th Ranger right there, that Black Ranger, is a 6th Ranger. It has that, you know, Dragon Ranger, Budai, Green Ranger thing in G-Ranger, Mighty Morphin. Is the term 6th Ranger even if it's not the 6th? I think it's that. Yeah, the weird thing about it is that he doesn't have a sword. I think that's because it's because of that. I think the lore... Too bad we don't have flavor text. In an alternate timeline, I keep saying flavor text remains in every card no matter what. It's not a Quantum Ranger. There you go. But yeah, there's an alternate timeline somewhere where Yu-Gi-Oh! Has flavor text for everything. It's not just normal monster cards. I look at it and it's like this. At this point, it feels weird when you see a normal monster card and only has his flavor text. Like, I want to know more about the lore. That's something that makes Master Duel great. By the way, we're not gonna do more here. Let's take a look more at the festival. Yeah, this is over in a heartbeat at this rate. I wanted to try this. Let's try it with that DPE hero deck. Yeah, because it's still just a hero thing. But that's interesting. I mean, I feel like it probably would have been overpowered or more difficult to figure out for a deck to add a 5th mecha. Yeah. So what were the names? Grand Pulse, Blue Dolphin, Magna Liger, Red Lion, Aeroboros, the green one. Luster Rex, the white dragon. Well, okay. Okay. Well, alright. Not a bad starting hand right here. Solid Soldier Shadow Mist combo. I attempt to special summon Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Hold on, let me remember. Yeah, we add the change quick play spell card. And now we go from Super Sentai to Kamen Rider Inspirations. Or at least that's the intent. Honest Neos will help. What is so honest about this Neos? I'm always wondering that. Are they implying that regular Elemental Hero Neos is dishonest? What are they saying right there? But yeah, I think we should go for Predator Plant Verde Anaconda. It's like Neos is a liar sometimes. This is the honest one, the one that never lies. What's the implication here? It's because of honest. It's because the original card is based on, kind of, is just called honest. So it's like combining the two, Neos and honest, which benefits. But yeah, it's the Fusion Destiny. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to choose the wrong card here in the middle of my yapping and all that. Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer. Destiny Hero Malicious from your deck. I'll do this one and then Denier. Who did we want to place in the graveyard? I'm not gonna read it anymore. Let's just do it. Let's just play, damn it! Let's just play! Who reads Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I'm just here for the flavor text, and if there's no flavor text, yeah. I'll stop it there. Let's end the turn with that. Let me read Fusion Destiny again. We want to ensure we use DPE's effect to destroy itself, otherwise Fusion Destiny will kill it. That's what I gotta remember. We did a little bit of this last week, but yeah, haven't really done much since. Still feel rusty when it comes to this. Might change these accessories on this deck. Yeah, the henshin for mass change is not gonna do any good either. Just, at some point we gotta try that destruction. Okay. Well, now is the time to do it, because I saw that it said destroy all monsters that was special summoned from the extra deck. A great effect to have nowadays in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hi! The other effect is still gonna go through. Predator Plant Verde Anaconda is out. But it's just very funny how it ends up with honest Neos. So, regular Neos is dishonest, is it? I just keep thinking that. But yeah, the original honest is kind of a similar effect as this honest Neos, just with a bit of a difference. It's not always 2500, but I forget how it works exactly. Let's see. Did I mess something up? The effect I wanted to activate for DPE... Well, it's been banished now. I think I lost it. But, yeah, Honest is for light monsters. Honest Neos remains a light monster. But instead of being only for light monsters, it's for hero monsters, for the effect it does. Now, for the other festival, this is a slime deck. I don't even know what the other what the rental decks are. Metal Reflex Slime. How slimy of you. Alright. Definitely the time to at least normal summon Shadow Mist here. Watashi no Tan, Duro. Polymerization. Ugh. I could use this, but I don't know. No, I'm not gonna activate that. Alright, at least I get to summon somebody else, but let me see. If you activate results negative, if you do or did not have an effect, destroy that card. We should try Malicious, I guess. Can we still... There may still be something we can do with that. Metal Reflex Slime incoming. No reason to negate that, I guess. I don't know. And Mass Change. We may still go for that Mass Change in a moment, so... Elemental Hero Malicious. Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Let me remember what options I have. I still need a Destiny Hero monster to be able to do that fusion for DPE again. I lost my Predaplant birthday and a Conda. I lost a monster. Elemental Hero plus 1 Dark Monster. Escuridao. I mean, yeah, there's also these kinds of summons I can do. There's Wonder Driver, but Cross Crusader as well. Really gotta get used to the strategies again. I'm sorry I'm taking a moment to do my turns and everything, but Cross Crusader. This is a time for experimenting. I'm gonna experiment. Let's just have it. Let's just take it casually. Let's just do it for fun. Let's see if I'm doing Cross Crusader correctly. Because then I get to special summon one of them right back. And yeah, then Shadow Mist effect can also be activated there. Sending it to the graveyard like that is a better idea. We may still use Polymerization. From the deck to your hand, we can have Liquid Soldier. I may still go for Absolute Zero and then Mass Change. We can have an ultimate combo. Or maybe not. Maybe now is not the time for that. Rather. Okay, let's add a different name from your deck to your hand. I'm gonna try Polymerization already. Let's see. Let's see. I just wanted to tell me which options I have. Let's see. Yeah, I can already do DPE. Sunrise is another option. Let's do DPE again. Why not? So it needs to be... Okay, I've wasted my Honest Neos. Wait. Wait. Sunrise. Sunrise. I want it to be Absolute Zero. And... yeah. I'll be stingy with Destiny Hero Malicious. Still. Okay. I'm remembering other strategies. Additional strategies. Let's see. And we'll let go of Faris. There's also a Miracle Fusion option right here. Okay. Henshin! Mask Changing. It's time for the Command Rider base card. Or one of them, anyway. Dark Law. Okay. Dark Law, Absolute Zero. Great cards right here. Notable cards that we have. And... Miracle Fusion. What effect can be activated here again? Malicious. I'm just gonna do Miracle Fusion. Let's do this. And see what options I have. And yeah, look at this. I wanna do this because I will never summon this otherwise. I gotta do it. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Wake up your elemental hero. Kokoro, wake up. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. An Absolute Serious effect is gonna go through, right? And they're all gonna be destroyed. Look at that fusion. I think we can end it right here. What is the other special summon effect? Yeah. We gotta populate the field as much as possible, I think. Honest Neos will help me do more too. That's it. Let's end it. Malicious. Direct to attack! Yeah, this is not gonna get negated. Direct to attack! Will this be enough, however? 4,900 plus 2,500. I think it will be enough. Yosh. Kokoro, wake up! Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 na na na. Ha 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 ha. Bam bam. Dan 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 dan. Beautiful victory. Whoa. Yeah, I think that's what I was singing right there is the second or third ending to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You say the word wake up. You talk about elemental heroes. Of course that's gonna come to mind. My favorite is still Genkai Battle by Jam Project though. Shout outs to that song that I never stopped being obsessed with, apparently. Genkai Battle Tatsukete Kisutsuita Janai. Shout out! I think you got it right, Rocket Pal. I think that's the name. Yeah. There's a part that goes Kokoro, wake up, ba 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 ba. And there you go. Wow, what a beautiful duel. I had to take moments, I had to take my time here and there a little bit. But damn it was worth it. Woo! What a victory. What an absolute Win. What an absolute victory of a win. Win of a victory. Whatever that means. Makes me want to go for another one right away. But I think we should take a look at under 5. I noticed we're in the last 24 hours or so of this event, but it's not like I'm gonna do a Master Duel stream tomorrow, am I? I doubt I'm gonna have a deck for this. I could maybe take a look at a recipe, as long as it doesn't involve a lot of super rares and ultra rares, but I think it does. I see U5, under 5 is what it means, right? Under 5 stars. And the first thought that comes to mind is the normal and rare festival, the one that doesn't have super rare and ultra rare materials. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. But for some reason, it makes me think of that. It makes me realize... It makes me think, oh, I can easily create a deck. No, I can't. What are the loners, though? Armada assembled. Exceeds monster... Ooh, what do we have here? Is the Gunkan Su ship. I've never used a Gunkan Su ship deck, and I've always been curious about this. I love the look of this thing. Bahamut Shark. Shark Drake. The Virtue Dragon. Is that how you say it? I feel like I said it wrong. Yeah, difficulty level 1 star. This monster-centric dance mixture of Gunkan and Shark in its arsenal. Build up your force based on effects on monsters facing big jaws. But for going for rank 4 and 5 Exceed summons, I remember an amazing duel I had against the Su ship Gunkan deck with that Super Quan deck you saw earlier, where a trap card that you would not see in a meta version of that deck that I used, that only benefits Super Quan monsters, saved my life. And another card I had that was extra, that was related to Exceed monsters in general. But like, one of the few weaknesses of King Great Magnus was covered thanks to that card. Otherwise, I would have had it destroyed. And even when it gets destroyed, it has a backup plan of its own. It has a sort of effect that helps you. One of the biggest weaknesses of Mech King Great Magnus, which is basically the giant robot of that Super Quand, Super Sentai, the Megazord, if you will, where it all assembles into a humanoid shape like that, right? Ironically, one of its biggest weaknesses is kaiju monsters, because you can just have it be tributed like that. But anyway, I digress. Speaking of gigantic things, yeah, depending on the monster uses Exceed material, so you should think carefully about which of your monsters to use as material. Like, that's a bit of a learning curve, but they all have a learning curve. Naturia? Naturia, Vernosilf, I've used... Ooh, it's been a long time, but I used Naturia before. Not that I did much, but... Herald of the Arclight. Okay. We have a Synchro-based deck, Morphtronic Earphone, Ally of Justice Catastor, Naturia Beast, the one and only. Foolish Burial Goods, 3 Infinite Impermanences, Ash Blossoms. Look at the triple Ash Blossoms they're giving everyone. And this is Materiactor. Never heard of that before. Prima Materiactor, Ghost Ogre, and Snow Rabbit. 3 of them. Speedroid, Terror Top. I want to try... Oh, and it has a Psychic... What was it called again? Emergency Teleport. Which is for Psychic monsters. I want to try doing something fun, Taji Gang. It's gonna be a moment to set it up, but... Yeah, okay, I might need to log into Streamlabs from this browser. I wanted to try spinning a wheel to the side. I can just roll a die off stream, easy enough. But it's more fun if we show it on the stream. Give me a second. Where's my Streamlabs wheel? Whoa, drop a few frames there, I think. Those were no internet frames there. That's okay, I think I moved the window while it was loading the page right there. That's probably why. Widgets, Streamlabs wheel. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the last time we used this was for the gyms. We were doing there for Pokemon Violet, the order in which we were doing them. I just realized I'll have to redo this as well for tomorrow for, well, as long as it goes to plan, because the Treasures of Ruin thing we're going to do with Pokemon Violet tomorrow will take enough time, but if we manage to do all the Team Star rematches and all the Titan Pokemon rematches, that will also help. If it all goes to plan, Taji Gang, if it all goes to plan, that may also be the final Vanilla Violet stream. Nice alliteration also. But yeah, Kitakami, the DLCs begin after that. But let me put things here. I'm just gonna say deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. I don't want to add categories, but actually I might just do that. I'm gonna, because I have 8 categories, but I didn't want to remove one of them. I wanted it to stay as a rainbow, but I'm gonna keep it to 10 categories because that's probably how we're gonna do it tomorrow. Deck 1. It's because of the way the colors are spread. I didn't want to have to manually do that again. And there's gonna be one extra. You know what? That extra one. So there's gonna be deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3 repeated 9 times. Well, 3 times for 9 in total. And then there's one extra. That's gonna be a custom deck, which means I'm gonna have to build something if I can. I'm gonna put a question mark on it. Okay, let's see. Do we have the wheel? It's something that I have been meaning to use again for a while, and finally I get to do it again. So, first of all, let me save the settings because I gotta remember to do that first. It should be here. No, it's not here. Wait. There it is, there it is. Okay, let's see what comes up. Let's see what comes up. Oh, the colors in that are wrong. One of them needed to be black at least. Anyway, it's deck number 2. We'll do Naturia, Verdant Synchrony. And I'm just gonna try to learn it as we do things. It's not that I want to be with one of those players that doesn't read. It's because it takes long doing it on stream, you know? But give me a second, I wanted to set something else up. Might further change the colors. What does it even look like with the black I set it, in which I set it? I might change the colors again, but for now, that's enough right there. That's enough. Verdant Synchrony, let's just deal with it. Just wing it. Just kind of read the cards and kind of activate effects and see if I do the right thing, if I do the wrong thing. Whatever, whatever. We're being casual about it. I'm a casual hardcore. Hardcore casual? Yeah. Because I can be hardcore about the way I play a game, how long I play it, how much I play it. But I'm still casual about it. Like, I'm not meta-gaming. I'm not min-maxing as much. That may be why I don't get too far sometimes on like rankings of a month or a season. I did used to like go crazy with festival gem farming, rank farming. Ooh, nice music. This is new music for me. Since the return to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel we did recently. Okay, let's see. What monster of no self cards? Let's activate this effect. Verno Sylph of the Misting Seedlings. Okay, I don't know what I just did, but we're gonna add something to the hand. I'll try this one. And then, okay, then, yeah. I'll have it be this one. Why not? Attack position. The effect. So attack becomes double until the end of this turn. No need for that. We're gonna do... Do we have Xyz monsters we can use? No, we can't. No, we don't. This is Synchro. I don't have a tuner. Quick play might be used like this. Well, you can try to have this one card, you do destroy it, then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay. Fusion Summon. I don't have a Fusion Summon. One of these cards requires... I'm gonna try this then, because Xyr's Fang requires me to have a card in my hand. I should have still said it though. That was my mistake. Oh well, whatever. That's how we're gonna learn it. I guess if I were doing this off stream, I would try to read them a little bit. I'll try... So I skimmed through the description. I'll read the description again. At the very least, that tells you a lot. Oh, they're using the same deck? Well, if anything, that's gonna help me learn too. I'm gonna activate this. It's continuous. Let's just have it be activated. You got your noticing so much space on level 4 lower earth plant monster from your deck. Do I have any insects? Just fairy. Tribute 1 earth plant monster, special summon 1 level 4 lower earth insect monster from your deck. Am I using this right? I'm not sure. This looks like a fun deck then. I almost feel like going back to Pokemon, right? Which is planned for tomorrow on the Red Dimension. Feels like I just chose my starter fully randomly. Which can be a lot of fun. Honestly, can be a lot of fun. Or leave it to a vote. That's something we can also do sometimes. But I think in this case, it was better to spin the wheel. But for Pokemon Violet, right? Like, I also had a Pokemon I went for. Had a lot of reasons to go for Quaxly, I just had to. But I've always wanted to do it on the stream, like with a future game. You choose it or I spin wheel to do it. No, it's not a Nuzlocke. It's just selected that way, which can be random. And then the party adapts based on that. But sometimes I'm like, oh no, I want this Pokemon and I don't want to repeat types. And I know this Pokemon will evolve into this. No. Then I'm gonna start breaking the rule. It's okay to repeat types, for heaven's sake. Just more, you know, same type attack bonus I can maybe do. Okay, Naturia Mole Cricket. But yeah, in Legend CA, hopefully we get to it as normal as before. And when we do, let's put it to a vote. Ah, there it is again. There's their version of the tree. But okay, you can special summon 2 monsters and control the monster with the highest attack on the field. So I should be able to summon 2. Naturia Mole Cricket. And no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so 2 of them, we need a tuner. I see Naturia Rose Whip is a tuner. Naturia Camellia. I think we want Camellia instead. Which should be the other? Stinkbug? No. We have to remember something important. Every card is under 5 stars, including those in the extra deck, right? I'm gonna try Naturia Rose Whip as a tuner. I know I'm not reading anything, but let's just do it like this. So we don't take too long either. And I'll just see what effects they are, and that's the way we're doing it. I want to say against 1,000 seconds at the end of this turn. That's not what we're doing. Okay, and let's see. Let's see. Let's try to do it this way. Immediately after this effect resolves. Yeah, we do it from the hand or graveyard, so now we have somebody from the graveyard. I assume I can only activate the effect here only once. Yeah, okay. So, once per turn. Yeah, 5 or below stars. So, TG Hyper Librarian, okay. Naturia Beast. Is that the best choice for our current situation? Whether it is or not, I'm doing it. It's like based on the theme. Say it has a special animation. Is that the first time I see that animation? It feels like it is. Then we can special summon that bad boy over there. Okay. Naturia Ladybug. Alright, perfect. We continue summoning more. None of them are tuners, are they? And yeah, we don't have like any link cards either, I think. That would have been helpful as well. But okay. I can make... no, never mind. Let me see. Let me try something. Ooh, great music. Great music. So... either one of them, I guess. No, I shouldn't have tributed that one. Whatever. Let's try this for its tuning effect. And... send something to the graveyard. I don't know what, but something. Let's speed things up a little bit. Even if I'm not being optimal, fully optimal with this deck. We're gonna have TG, Ally of Justice. Face up non-dark monster, destroy that monster. I'll do TG Hyper Librarian. Good old Hyper Librarian. That'll do. So, that Verno Sylph can target itself, I assume, right? If that is the case, then let's have this going on. Let's go. Bataru! Attack! TG Hyper Librarians, direct to attack! Naturia Beast no, direct to attack! Yosh! I'll set this bad boy here, even though I can't use this effect right now. Tan Shuriota. Ijo! That's it. I think you say Ijo. It can be translated like over, but like more like when you're ending a speech. Did I say right? I know. Gotta get back to the Japanese learning lessons. We used to have streams of them. And yeah, not only have I not done streams doing that, but I also have not been doing it off stream. And Renshu was great. It wasn't drawing me in enough, I guess, for Japanese practice. I definitely want to get back to it, though. It can be so lovely. Great music. I'm assuming his music for this, like, grassy forest default duel field. So for those who don't know, I only came back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel recently. We had the streaming, which I was coming back last week. Pretty much same time as today, same day, Thursday last week. And this is the second Master Duel stream since that return. Also, I'm still figuring out a lot of things. And the way I'm casual right now, I've always been this way. So yeah. Doing well enough with the deck though. And well, it's a mirror match. Mirror duel. Oh yeah, they're gonna summon something big. They know what they're doing better than I do anyway. So yeah. I'm surprised they didn't synchro summon anything. Is it because of DG Hyper Librarian's effect? And then, well, I can also have Naturia Beast's effect. What are they planning to do? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they gonna do there? I'm guessing there's some effect, some shenanigan. Okay, okay. Part of me makes me think, okay, maybe they don't quite know what they're doing just like me, but at the same time, I don't know. May have some strategy, I don't know. Nah, we're not reading the effects. We're going forward like this. Okay. They could have decided to end the duel right there, right then, without surrendering. So they can still get rewards and stuff. That would be great if we do win the duel though. 3-0. But as it looks, as things look, I have an advantage. But as far as I know, this can go either way. Very well, very well. Yosh. Ore no turn. Duron. Infinite impermanence, huh? Okay. Nothing I can do with it right now. Nothing else to it but to use its own effect. Duplicate its attack again. And let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, and Exterior's Fang, yes. If they activate a spell or trap, they're doing Naturium Ball Cricket's effect. Alright. Alright. They should be able to summon two, right? Just like I did. Because I have... Now I am the one that has the monster with the highest attack on the field. I'm happy that the duel with this deck went well enough. We won't be lucky with every opponent. Like this. Let's do Naturia Beast. It would only be fitting. Naturia versus Naturia like that. The ace of Naturia is Naturia Beast. If they activate a spell or trap... I mean, is there any point in... I should let them activate it. No reason to avoid that, right? We still win, I think. Yeah, I don't want to negate their activation. I could maybe use a challenge where I'm activating traps or something, but... Alright. Now I'm going to negate that one. With the effect of Exterior's Fang. Pardon me? Okay. The attack target will change, right? Can I activate the effect of Exterior's Fang? I guess I can't. It's not letting me anyway. Never mind. Well, okay. We attack Naturia Ladybug instead. Let's see what happens. I don't know. We still did well, you know, not activating that in response. Oh, and speaking of infinite impermanence, that's the end of the turn. So which one was it that did that? Notorious Stink Bug is the one that prevents that. Nah, this ain't over yet. I have some counters though. Well, Exterior's Fang can no longer be used. If they Synchro Summon, I get to draw. Thanks to TG Hyper Librarian, unless they got rid of it, Hyper Librarian already. Yeah, that's a spell card. Naturia Beast, Naturia Beast. Gotta activate that effect immediately. I've been waiting for that. Let's see though. They might negate it? I don't know. Okay, doing that again. Yeah, because I guess it was already activated and it's activating an effect. So this doesn't count. Not that I can do it right now, but it wasn't prompting me to do it there either. Now it's gonna be negated though. Now it's gonna be negated. Infinite Impermanence will take care of it. Yes. You did Infinite Impermanence on me. I do the same to you. In a slightly different way than you did. That makes the duel so fun. I like it. Nice back and forth. Great duels today so far. All sorts of great things happening in each of them, huh? Oh, Ash Blossom. Oh, I thought they were doing it to tune summon something, to synchro summon something. I'm like, whoa, it's gotta be desperate if you're setting Ash Blossom on the field, or rather, summoning it. But it's a tuner. It's a tuner. Something I gotta remind myself of sometimes. Effect Feeler, I think, is also a tuner. But no, yeah, you can use it in an emergency like that. This would be that kind of emergency. Let's see. Ore no Tan, Duro. Burn self off the Thorn Mountains. Well, I mean, what else is there but to summon it? I don't think Exterior's Fang is gonna come into play. And yeah, just double somebody's attack or something. I don't know. Let's have it be this one. Direct attack. End of it. That's it. That's it. Cute teddy bear like Vernosil ends it. Not Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast had its moment. It's okay. 3-0. Not a bad way to go about it as we head into the first hour of the stream. Let me BRB very quickly then. And go for the ad break and all that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna BRB just for a little bit, but even if the ad break is still ongoing, I'll do some things here because I want to maybe take that moment to learn this. That can be a task that's tedious enough that it can work this way. But for now, I'll leave you in the BRB screen, Techi Gang, alright? We'll be right back, stay tuned. Omatase shimashita. For those who can hear me and are not in ads. I wanted to take a look at this thing from Verdant Synchrony while we're still here. Difficulty level 2 stars. This deck is based around Earth monsters. Form a rock-solid field of Earth monsters with the effects of Naturia and Verno Sylph monsters before calling forth intimidating monsters like Naturia Beast. Let me have some water while I mull over this. When your opponent activates a spell trap card, you contribute 1 Naturian monster in this card. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. There's a lot you're sacrificing to do it, but this can be useful. And Naturia Vein is a tuner. Yes, good old formula Synchron. Yeah. We can draw 1 card and then quick effect also. Good old formula Synchron. One day I'm gonna watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. One day. Card games on motorcycles, finally. But yeah. I'm still very fond of the opening theme still. キス好きその度に優しくなれるそして君の強さ知る What was the name of that one? I have it saved somewhere though on a playlist. I can check the name from there. Fish Synchro Tuner Effect Zapper Shrimp. Discard the special summon. You can say one of the cards from your hand feels as a greater time spell trigger to destroy it. This is a good one for destroying spells and traps. Those continuous traps, you know? This is one that is really good for destroying them. Tatsunoko. The synchro summon monster will be synchro material. One monster in your hand can be used as one of the other materials. Unaffected by other monsters' effects. That's so powerful. That's actually quite powerful. If you're coming back from the ad break, welcome back. Omatase shimashita. I wanted to take this opportunity to also read a bit more about this. And we're gonna continue with one right away. Wait. We've done like a trinity of all the possible different types of duels we can have. Not counting casual match, not counting solo. Standard rank duel, and the 2 events. I like that. I like that. See, we could spin the wheel to decide which kind of duel is gonna be next. That's a fun way to do it, isn't it? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing, actually. I like this. I like this. Or, you can tell me in the chat, Tachi Gang, which one you think we should go for. But let's see, ranked, Fusion Link, and U5. Under 5 stars. Wait. I think I have the star symbol I can use on it. I don't know if it's going to appear though. But let's see. It just takes a moment to set up. The reason why I didn't use this wheel as much before is because the time in which I need to set it up every single time, right? That just changes things. That just always makes a mess of it. The Streamlabs wheel you're meant to use for like things that rarely change. For something that's gonna change more often, maybe I should use another widget. One that's easier to change. It's never gonna be any faster than how it is right now. The black and white there look a bit weird. Oh, what is that? Wait, I can't tell. I think it's Fusion Link. There's supposed to be something that shows... Wait. There's supposed to be text somewhere that says what it is. Okay, I'm gonna say that was Fusion Link. Either way, it's not under 5 here. Anyway. Okay. And I'm curious to see the loner decks for this. I'm not gonna use them though. Scorching Dark Dragoon. Oh, but this is fun though. Right, this is one of the decks that I faced. I might be willing to do that one. This magical musket deck consists of monsters that drive when spell trap cards are activated in the same column. Ooh. Gotta be careful with that. Metal foes. Man, machine, metal foes, warriors. Look at all the normal monsters here. Nice. Let's keep sticking to DPE strategies, especially after the amazing deal we got with Wake Up, your elemental hero. You know what else it makes me think about? The Kamen Rider Black RX opening. Wake up, the hero, moeagare. Hikari to yami no hatte shinai battle. Wake up, the hero, taiyo yo. Ai ni yuki wo ataete kure. Kamen Rider, kuroi body. Kamen Rider, makaname. Kamen Rider Black RX. Let's see. Increase. What was increase effect? If you take battle effect, blah 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 blah. This guy's continuous trap. No. Feels like it should be Dark Angel. Either way, I'm probably gonna use him for Predaplan Verte Anaconda. We should not do Miracle Fusion, I think. Predaplan Verte Anaconda. Activate the effect. 2000 LP paid. It might still get negated, but that's always the risk you're taking with Predaplan Verte Anaconda. How do you refer to Predaplan Verte Anaconda when you need to say like a short version of the name, Tachigang? How do you do it? Do you say Verte? Do you say anaconda? Or do you even just say pred plant? There's other pred plants, but I guess they don't get used often enough, so this could be the one, right? But yeah, wasn't sure DP gets destroyed at some point soon. I have an Ash Blossom of my own, so if they try a pred plant Verte, I can negate it. But yeah, DPE has got to try to destroy itself at some point. Ritual. Let's activate Ash Blossom. Preparation of rites. Man, I barely have done any ritual monsters. I still had the, what's it called? Dual proficiency tests. Needed to summon a certain amount of ritual monsters still. I'll get around to that. No need to activate DPE's effect just yet to have it destroy itself, but the sooner the better. Yeah, let's use it against Dark Magical Circle now, because I don't want that on the field. They may just activate another one, but we gotta do this. We gotta do this. Subus. Destruction. Destruction. Yeah, always say yes to DPE's prompt for that effect. And there's such a thing as a misclick. I had some bad misclicks where I do a right click instead, and it doesn't do it anymore. Hello, Adam! Great to see you, old friend. It's always nice when you pop up, especially with your Emerald Sword powers, which you still have. But either way, it's great to see you, though. How's it going? First, let's get DPE back. How are you? Doing amazing. Doing great. Let's see. No, let's never activate Archangel's effect. I don't know. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to use her effect right now? And especially with spell cards being activated by them too. They can activate Dark Magical Circle. We're in trouble if they do that. Anyway. It's not the time for Miracle Fusion either, right? So Destiny Hero Malicious. Yes, we can special summon Destiny Hero Denier. I hope they don't deny the effect of Denier. Just dying of heat. Canada's getting toasty. 37 Celsius today. Toasty. Sorry, I just had to. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. It's been so heated. I have the air conditioner right now and like, ugh. Hold on. No, yeah, I don't want to activate the Nier's effect. Who else do we want to summon? I think I want to try Wonder Driver maybe? But there's no, wait. Let's have another Malicious out here. I might be able to do a Miracle Fusion with it. I just don't want to use it and then I have no choice but to use DPE because I didn't do it right. But I made a homemade Earl Grey iced tea. Perfect. I had some Earl Grey of my own earlier, Adam. Cheers to that. I still insist on drinking hot ones. And lately I've been kind of getting sick super fast, super easily from cold drinks. Phlegm pops up a lot. It hasn't been nice on me. So yeah, I wanted to try maybe Dread Decimator, but screw it. Let's do Miracle Fusion. Let's see where that takes us. I think I can try Escuridao. Okay. I think that's an intentional surrender. I'll go ahead and count that as a win. Streamer's discretion. But yeah, I do sometimes drink some of those teas cold anyway, because what I do a lot is that I prepare one tea, it's 1 liter as a whole teapot. And I did that earlier today. I took some of the tea I prepared yesterday. I drank part of it that was hot, which is basically half of it, and the other half is for the day after. Preserved well in a thermos. Which is to preserve it and keep it hot, but it's already the next day, so it doesn't remain hot, but that's not important. I'm just not gonna leave it in a cup out in the open either, and I'm not gonna put it in the fridge because I don't want it to be cold, right? But it works out nicely. Right before the stream, I had green tea. Once again, using it in tea bags. Tea bags are still so important for me because I use them with a nice bottle that is meant to be used with tea bags, or at least it's a million times easier to use tea bags with it. That prepares it very quickly. And it was one of those where I drank it at exactly the right. I used exactly the right temperature in my kettle. Got it just in time, and then I drank it before it was too cold and also too hot. And it wasn't too hot anymore, and it was perfection. Perfection. As I was preparing for the stream. And listening to music and just vibing. And oh yeah, we are so ready. You do a cold brew? Yeah, I haven't done one of those in a while. All right, let's spin the wheel again. We're gonna keep deciding like this. I like this. I like this. We're not always gonna have this option when we do Master Duel. Back to under 5. Back to Naturia. I will say, we'll keep using the same deck. Otherwise, there's gonna be too much variation for my liking, I would say. I still need to do a lot in solo. Mostly, I was gonna leave that for off-stream. I'll tell you what, if we ever get the question mark option on that wheel, I might do something solo related. I don't know. I'll let them go first. Why not? I don't know enough about this deck to know if I should go first or second with it. Let's just try second. Mostly you want to go first, but there's been exceptions, even more nowadays. I do think a lot of players are still using rentals, and I'm very happy about that. I didn't want to try that Infusion Link, but... no, I don't know. Well, there was one deck that Red Eyes and Black Magician deck seems worth it. Truly the deck of friendship of Yugi and Jonochi. I know, Joey Wheeler, but I'm used to the Japanese names more. Though in the case of the original Yu-Gi-Oh!, mostly I know the English names, but eventually it gets to the point where I don't even know like what the English dub names are for a lot of these characters. And many of those are cool names too. But it's just what I'm used to. For Pokemon, on the other hand, it's rarely ever the Japanese names. You see how you can be multidimensional and have multiple names like that? Oh yes. Oh yes. Speaking of classic Yu-Gi-Oh! We're starting up in a classic way. Good old spell or trap card set. A monster set in face down defense. Feels like 20 years ago. But yeah. Alright, I spoke too soon maybe. I see which one they have. I see which one of the rentals they have. I don't even know what that deck does exactly. Let's learn it. Let's learn it the hard way. Actually, Excavate top 5 cards. No, it's top 6 cards. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is the one to watch out for. I do have a tuner. Naturia Mole Cricket. Okay. Vernusylph. It's just we gotta find ways to special summon. Naturia Blessing, for example. Yes, we can use this to special summon another one. I can try to have Camellia. Naturia Camellia. Hey, shoutouts to T, Camellia Sinensis. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil's brew. Only that is angelic instead. It's not the devil's brew, it's an angelic brew. Any tea brew. Or most of them anyway. But yeah. Mati-Reactor. It's just a fun thing to say right there. And I might even be able to activate now the effect of Naturia Mole Cricket if needed. We'll see. Well, either way I can activate it, but I want to activate the version where you summon 2 because your opponent controls the monster with the highest attack on the field, even if it's tied, right? That's the thing right there. It's really so nice to be back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel streams. This game, in many ways, hasn't changed at all in the 3+ years it's been out. We're still crazy to think about. It doesn't feel like it's been 3+ years. But that's also a good thing. It doesn't need to change that much. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Just keep adding cards. Some that have been out already, some that haven't been out already. I am so curious about that Super Quan support. Let me take a moment to maybe Google it while we still yap about things. Super Quan support, Master Duel. Let's see what pops up. New Super Quantum support is here. Black layer. White layer, red layer, green layer. I'm gonna keep blue layer in there because damn it, we gotta do it. So these are new. These are completely new. Like, not new to Master Duel, no. New to Duel monsters. New to Yu-Gi-Oh! So it depends on when they're gonna add it to Master Duel. Oh! Speak of the devil! Wait! I didn't know this was part of this deck. I'm gonna have to try this deck now. I know we spawned the wheel to decide this one, but... Wait, is this the rental deck and it has a Super Quant card? That's great. Yeah, some of the Xyz cards, especially Grandpa's, they're good. They're good universal cards. But then if you have a super common material, if you have something like Blue Layer, for example, quick effect. Quick effect. You're gonna destroy one of those spell or trap cards. Interesting. Now I'm so curious about that Mati Reactor deck. Omoshiroi. But yeah, I can't find any results about wait a minute. Could it be that they haven't been added, right? No, they're only in the OCG right now, only Japanese. Black Layer looks interesting if I'm looking at it right. No, is that it? Sorry, I'm looking at... Oh, yeah, that's Black Layer. Looking amazing. Sateki. So lovely, so lovely. That reminds me, I needed to roll for a Super Sentai sort of base support card. Literally a card as well. In Uma Musume. Oh my goodness. I did a little bit of that earlier today. In the TSE stream, but yeah. So... Let's... Oh shoot, I think I messed up. Or did I mess up? Well, I'll discard... Okay, I'll discard Camellia. That's the way we can special summon it. So Grand Pulse's effect, I don't have to worry about that right now, really, but... Other effects are the ones to worry about. I don't even know what that card does. I'm not reading it right now. So... I don't see any reason why it should be the other one. Let's have Camellia in a special summon, so I still haven't used my normal summon. What to send to the graveyard here? If I'm able to. I don't want to spend too long reading, but... What benefits from going to the graveyard? This... Okay, yeah. I can special summon that if I synchro summon a Notorian monster. Except that then you can special summon arrows from your graveyard, so you can add arrows from your graveyard to your hand. I'm gonna try this one. I still have Notorious Blessing. Normal summon has been used now. However... Wait, what is Notorious Camille's effect? No, I won't use it. I'll tribute Mole Cricket. So the effect was that instead of tributing it, I would have been able to send my top two cards, the top two cards in my deck instead, but no. Let's have Stinkbug. Stinkbug is super helpful. And do we want... Yeah, Sunflower? Yeah. Because they have effect negations. They help with that. Oh, I didn't realize Stinkbug is a tuner. Okay, well. Let's try Notorious Blessing for another special summon. So it can be from the hand or graveyard. I think it should be Vernusylph of the Flowering Fields. We're gonna have one level 5 summon at least. Do I have a level 7? No, I don't. I won't be able to do a... No. Nevertheless, let's see. I can make it be Notorious Mole Cricket instead. Yeah, I don't see the problem with that. Let's just wait for the opponent. I don't think they're having connection issues. I don't see the connection thingy. The Wi-Fi bars. I forget what they're called, but yeah. Let's do it from the graveyard. Best to do it just from the graveyard right there. Maybe I should have tried the other one. That's alright. We can try 2 synchro summons. I'm not gonna activate Vernusylph of the Flowering Fields effect. Oh, and then there's this bad boy. Ooh, Herald of the Arclight. But I think I gotta go for good old Notorious Beast. Don't you think? Tachigang? Don't you think? Everything. At least I used it last time, so I'm like more used to its effect and all that. So then Mole Cricket, and then another effect is gonna activate. More special summons will come from the graveyard. Let's get more used to this. Establish the rhythm of this deck. The rotation. Like a DPS rotation. Or any rotation really for any class. In F14! For any role, I should say, but yeah. What is the effect here? Okay, we'll do that. And let's give Notorious Beast more attack. Grand Pulse, Grand Pulse. If we could eliminate Grand Pulse from there, we gotta be able to do more damage, eliminate more of those cards. To actually do damage in the first place, you know? But first, I think we should try... Morphtronic Earphone. You can target, equip this card from your field, your graveyard to it. How about we try this one? I want to try doing the equip effect and have both of these monsters attacked. Grand Pulse, one of them. Trade as a tuner to the end of this turn. Wait. No, I will not use that effect. I hope I don't regret that. Okay, let me try you and see what I can do with you exactly. And I discard Camellia. Yeah. And then I summon from the graveyard the Camellia yet again. Oh, wait, no, I messed up. No, wait. 4+2. No, it needs to be Stink Bug, right? Okay. I messed up! Discarding that Camellia. Well, whatever. Oh, wait. Now I messed up by getting Stink Bug there. Ah! Alright. Alright. I told you, I'm learning the deck still. Okay, let's just do it like this. That's not gonna give me a Synchro Summon right there, is it? We're running out of time. I want to equip this to Notorious Beast. Let's do it like this. I hope I don't regret this way of doing it. I don't know. Just, let's try to attack Grand Pulse first. Wait, it can activate its effect to destroy the equip card, right? I think they could have done that, and they missed that chance. Oh, no, wait, it can't do that. I just realized it can't do that. It can only do that as a quick effect when it has blue layer as a material. That's the word. I was gonna say ingredient. I know we can cook some crazy things in this game, but no, but yeah, it doesn't have blue layer. I'm so used to using it in a Super Quan deck for my love for Super Sentai and stuff like that that I didn't realize. Okay, well, we're learning the deck. Now I shouldn't go for this deck that they're using anymore. Just for the one Grand Pulse they have? Nah, it's okay. Well, let's keep using the Notoria deck every time we keep doing something in this festival. It depends on what the wheel dictates. Alayakta S, the die is cast. Okay, let's activate Notorious Beast's effect and prevent that from activating. Ooh, lost my Ash Blossom. That's alright though, that's the risk we take when we send those cards to the deck like that. That's the effect of Notorious Beast. Negate the activation of a spell effect by sending the top 2 cards from the deck to the graveyard. And I can... I'm gonna do it again. I don't want them to Pendulum Summon something, so let's prevent that further from happening. Let's not get overzealous about it, though. Alright. Yeah, because it was still gonna be a spell card of its own, so yeah, we did well negating that. We can try Notorious Mole Cricket next turn. Never mind. I gotta say that was an intentional surrender. Look at this clean record. 5-0! Undefeated streak that has reached an entire hand worth of duels, you know? 5 fingers on a hand. Going nicely so far, huh? I know part of it is luck, but for me, it's always something that's there. For better and for worse. But it's part of the fun, no matter what. I'm the type of maniac that prefers, you know, in Smash Brothers, 8 players! Well, online you can do 8, but 4 to 8 players! All items, except the reverse mushroom because that's evil. All stages, all variations. Yeah. Okay, we can have the reverse mushroom, but for now, wheel spin. Let's see what we get. I noticed we like drop frames for a moment. Okay, I think it says ranked right there. It's hard for me to tell. Should I just make this bad boy bigger? Okay, now I'm sure that it's ranked. Now I'm very sure that it's ranked. Yeah, actually, I should have made the wheel bigger in the first place. There we go. Back to ranked, back to Super Sentai. Tanoshi. I probably should prioritize the festivals. They have a time limit and all that, but it's also been a while since I played, and It's fun to do ranked as well. I might be willing to do casual. If I get that 10th option that has question marks, we'll do casual there. Tomorrow, I should see if I can set it up for tomorrow, because we'll use it for Team Star and Titan Pokemon fights. That's how we're gonna do it. Yosh. Ikuzo. On to the next duel. What I don't know is if I want to do both Team Star and Titan Pokemon at the same time, or if I just focus on one at a time. To say nothing of Treasures of Ruin. Anyway, let's try to reason with my opponent. Let's be reasonable, my friend. Reasoning. Choose a level. I may lose some valuable cards, but that's always the risk with reasoning. So perfect for a Super Quan deck. Yeah, I'm curious what will happen if Black Layer gets added and how that will change things. They probably will add it as part of secret packs and everything. I can only hope I'm still active. Oh! That's unlucky. Okay. Also, that's something that can happen. I forget. Oh. And I don't have Synchro Monsters here, so Ash Blossom is almost completely wasted. But, let's try Fairy Alpha's second effect. Get something summoned here. I mean, Blue Layer could maybe be used otherwise, because they're both 3 stars. So I may still be able to make use of it for Grand Pulse. But it depends on what's gonna happen here. Let's see. That would be. Ooh, okay, I might be able to use it. I think they just need to be 3 stars. They don't need to be Super Quan necessarily, or to be Water type. Red Layer's effect, White Layer's effect as well gets activated. Yeah. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking some good stuff here. I'm back to territory I'm more familiar with. I'm more sure of what I'm doing. With than with that. Compared to that Naturia deck. Naturia. Yeah, I can feel this Yu-Gi-Oh! Addiction rising up again. And then the new Mamusume addiction. I have a good reason just to try career mode only once per day though. And that reason is that... Yeah, look at this. The fact that we can do Grand Pulse in this way is perfect. Let's go. That career mode retry, if you do fail it, it's so important to try and not do it like that. Okay, I think I might be able to summon King Great Magnus right here. So first, let's try this one. Let's try to do this. I'm gonna discard Fairy Alphan. Oh yeah, I think we got it. With Monster Reborn, that'll do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. The giant robot is gonna assemble. Kansen, King Great Magnus. But first, Reborn the Monster. Magic card Hatsudo. Shisha Sozen. I'll discard Green Layer. We still don't want to discard Maxi, of course. Oh, the beautiful duels we've had today. What the heck? And it's only been like an hour and 40 minutes. I'm not gonna be streaming for like 7 hours or anything like that, but still. Also, let me see. Yeah, we want to add one of those Fairy Alphans from the graveyard. There we go. I discarded one of them and immediately... Yeah, I'm gonna discard Green Layer for this effect. And then Fairy Alpha will be discarded yet again, which I hope I don't regret doing. A bit hasty of me, maybe, but that's the way we're gonna do it. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. King Great Magnus at its best. Just the best possible effects it can have. This is gonna be incredible. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but yeah. Let's draw a card from there. Another effect needs to be activated. Okay. A backup Magna Carrier. You never know when you might need it. It's time to assemble the Super Sentai Giant Robot. The ultimate. The ace of this deck. Kansen King Great Magnus. Ikuze! And it's at least six materials with different names. Oh, the perfect first turn, or almost perfect. Exactly what you want out of a turn, especially your first turn, using this deck. Perfection. There's still counters that can be done, but I've locked my opponent away from being able to do a lot of things. Let's see though, I really gotta pay attention. The right moment to use this effect, to get a card removed from the field. Your opponent cannot add cards from the deck to the hand by card effects. Like, that locks them away even more. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you want at least 4 materials with different names. It is unaffected by card effects except Super Quan cards. That's what makes it so powerful. So powerful. Yes. I even have Max C if they start special summoning more. They can add cards from the deck though. There's a lot they can do. King Great Magnus becomes very powerful for that reason, right? Mostly well, I say mostly because the 2 counters to it. I say the, but there could be other ones I just don't know what they are because I don't know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or I forget. But the top 2 counters are, of course, having a card with more attack. Attacking it, you kill it. Unless I have done something to increase its attack, or there's another effect where I'm negating your attack or whatever. That's one thing. 2, a Kaiju card, so that it's tributed. So, okay, like, those cards that are set, they shouldn't affect King Great Magnus, but there's other things that affect it. Things that don't specifically say you're affecting your opponent's card. Like, you don't even use the word target. Like, it's this very loose phrasing that allows somebody to just have their effect affect King Great Magnus, I guess you could say. Okay, Foolish Burial. Let's send Red Layer so we summon somebody from there. That's the way to do it, I think. And, oh yeah, Radiant the Multidimensional Kaiju. Tajigen Kaiju Ladian. Who should we special summon though? Oh, I only have Green Layer. Okay, well, I should be Green Layer. I'm tempted to use King Great Magnus effect to shuffle this said monster back into the field, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna try. This is a bit ambitious, a bit greedy of me to do it this way, but okay. Let's see what we get out of this. Direct attack. Let's go. Direct to attack. They're not even getting prompted to activate anything. And also, yeah, King Great Magnus. I'm not gonna use Double Ace Use Sky Thunder, but if I can get Double Ace Use Sky Thunder out here, maybe I should have discarded Maxi after all. Yeah. That's the ultimate combo. And what's great about that card is that it's also a giant robot. Not a Super Sentai like giant robot, but then it just fits in with the rest of this deck. What is it gonna be like with Black Layer and other cards? And it's gonna change the deck immensely. I'll do my best to try to keep it to this kind of deck though. Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. Nice. Nice. I am going to insist now on using... No, I'm sorry, Green Layer. I'm gonna let you be destroyed. No. Let's not use the effect right now. No. And I'm not gonna use that effect either. I would have to discard Magna Carrier and I get to draw 1 card, which is great, but no. But I might activate King Great Magnus effect now. Let's see. Watashi no Tan, Duron. I see. Now that's a Super Quan card that I would have been more willing to discard, but look, it's not that I'm okay dragging this out, but I'm just playing it carefully. I'm not being overconfident about it either. It's precisely because I'm not overconfident, or at least I don't think I am, that I'm okay dragging it out. Anyway, even if I had shuffled that Sasuke back to their deck, the direct attack from King Great Magnus would not have been enough to beat the opponent there. We're getting close though. Love this music. All these gems that I'm saying I'm gonna save for like secret packs and all that, I gotta spend them on dual fields and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have those expenditures first. It's not gonna turn out the way we think. This music, this composer, but also did great work for Octopath Traveler. Oh, Koaki Meiru Crusader. It's just a lot of effects they can't do, right? You want to attack me and end the duel already? Go for it. Be my guest. Alright. Ooh, this part of the song! I forgot! Sick. Yeah, I gotta start putting these songs on a playlist somewhere. Alright. So... I don't want to drag it out any further. I get the feeling I can just beat them. But it's good to have insurance policies, try to do other things. So I'm gonna try emergency teleport. Huh. I thought they would do an Ash Blossom. Okay. Now I just gave them defense on their field, but... Ooh, Retaliating Sea. Interesting. I could have used Maxine in response to Retaliating Sea. That would have been overkill at this point, though, I think. So... What to add with Blue Layer that would be helpful to have? What Super Quan card should I add? We want to try... I'm gonna try this one. At this rate, I'm not gonna make use of it at all, but... You never know. You never know when it might be helpful. Just in case something bad still happens. I also want to have another Grand Pulse. And it will allow me to have double Ace use Sky Thunder if somehow this duel is not over after this. But yeah, it just takes one attack from King Grave Magnus onto that Retaliating Sea. I don't even need to use King Grave Magnus effect. Sa Hisatsuasa Super Sentai Finisher! I couldn't come up with a good name. Just Super Sentai Finisher! That's the name of it. Ah, wow, what a beautiful victory, and the record remains intact. 6-0. What in the world is going on with these duels today? So good. Nice, nice, nice. Watashi tachi no shori da. Ore tachi no shori. Close to silver. And luck is gonna run out. Especially with more meta decks and stuff. But with that being said, let's roll that wheel again. Let's see, that's Fusion Link. The text is all wonky. I gotta see if I can do something about that, but that's Fusion Link. That's Fusion Link. Okay. We go from Super Quan to Heroes. From one type of hero to another. This Destroy Phoenix Enforcer as one of the main cards in this deck, but you know, we do have Mask Hero presence. More than you would usually have in a meta deck, if you will. Let's get to it right away. Let's get to it right away. Ikuze! Just the momentum of Master Duel. I miss this. Hisashiburi. It's been so nice. We are so back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I should change this duel feel. I still want to do that. Some songs I've yet to hear. Ah, Royal Decree, Solid Soldier, Shadow Mist. But I'm going second. So I won't be able to use them to their full potential, most likely. We're facing Dragon Mates. I forget the effects of Dragon Mates. I don't care though, I just do. I just try to activate card effects and see what comes from there. Revendred Slayer. Did I have the Stratos Mate? I think I never did get it, did I? So there's that. The Dragon Maid. Was Dragon Maid known for having trap cards? If it's not, then one way or another I was not gonna make use of Royal Decree. Dragon Maid Shaw. I still never know how to say that name. But alright, let's see what we can do. Every time I see Royal Decree, it's like, yes, let's use it to its best effect. They can special summon. They can also negate activation of any cards or effects. We'll have to see which one. We don't want it to negate Honest Neos. That's the one I'm thinking the most about. Let me try. Let me see something. Let me do some math. 1200 plus 2500. Yes, I want to see if we can get enough attack to kill that Dragon Maid there. If they negate the effect of Solid Soldier, though. Oh, and it was 1300, not 1200. I got it wrong, but you know, I'm gonna attempt to activate the effect of Solid Soldier to get Shadow Mist special summoned as well. I don't think they're gonna negate that. They'll be saving it, but you never know. Or they might not, but let's see how it goes. And then there's other effects I'm not even taking into account. Chamber Dragon Mates. Okay, okay. Wait. There was more to the effect that I didn't read. Nah, never mind, because it destroys the card, so there's no point in that. The point of Honest Neos that I was trying to make there was that it would be a nice backup. Even if the effect gets negated for Solid Soldier. Either way, though, we're seeing this duel all the way until the end. We've been lucky, I told you. We've been lucky because... Not just because of how the duels have gone in my favor, but I also haven't had to wait that much for my opponents to do their thing, you know? So... We haven't been in that waiting period syndrome that can happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! When I do this off stream, I just multitask a lot. Like, I've even read books. That's not a joke. That's not hyperbole. I've read books playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. But I am having fun with Master Duel as well. The real fun for me comes when there are festivals, though. That's the thing. Because then ranked gets old very quickly. You keep seeing the same decks over and over. It's ranked, people have to bring their best to keep ranking up, I get it. They just need to have more permanent game modes, man. Yeah, and I kept saying that in every survey and they still haven't done that. Like, a lot of the things they do as festivals, bring them in as permanent game modes that have ranks of their own and still give rewards. Or at least allow challenges, maybe this changed by now, but at least allow challenges for gems to be done in casual duel. Sure, don't reward gems for winning a casual duel, but the ones for challenges, you know? Summon X amount of spells today, daily, weekly, lifetime. I don't see any reason not to do that, you know? What's the point of that? I think we should activate that Royal Decree before the duel is over, because I just want it to be activated at some point. It can still get negated, but I gotta attempt it. There's those lifetime challenges to activate a lot of traps eventually. It goes into that. That's why it's worth it. Royal Decree. I see that we're about to die, which should be any moment now. Direct to attack. Let's give it a try. Here's a surprise! Nothing to worry about for you, actually. But I want to activate it before it's all over. They didn't bother negating it. Also because it's a waste of time. It's more time than you should be spending. Still, the duel record so far has been amazing. Oh, and actually it's great that it didn't take that long to lose in that duel, so we're not left just waiting and waiting and waiting. 50 medals obtained. Oh yeah, I forgot we're still in Fusion Link. Right. Right. Let's get some rewards, like these things right here. Missions, not challenges. Missions. You should be able to do them. Unless they're specifically for a festival, of course, but... For example, let's look at some of these. Oh. Wait, when did I have a duel in solo mode? Oh, it's daily, but yeah, you have 13 days left. Yeah, I had it off stream. For example, all missions. I guess whatever other missions there are, I've done. But like this one should still apply in casual duel. I don't see any reason why not. I really don't see a reason why not. One may make the argument that, well, then you can just make a deck to abuse it. But what's stopping someone from also doing that in ranked? It's at the expense of the rank, but whoever is doing a deck specifically just to activate spells and do nothing else, at the expense of everything else in their duel, or do tribute summons at the expense of everything else, they're not gonna care about the rank anyway, so you might as well just let them do it in casual. But at the same time, I guess it would mean people wouldn't get good opponents in casual, which is part of the fun of it, you know? It's a big part of the fun of going for casual duels. It just sucks that there are no rewards. Speaking of rewards, purple and yellow frame. Ooh, I want to use this. I love what I'm doing with my current frame. Polymerization, this sort of supernova. Polymerization and super poly. Polymerization. Yeah. But it's kind of like a supernova. It's something that shows you multidimensional minds combining to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence, while still being multiple minds, at least in my case. Polymerization can talk about that too. Yugo is the Japanese name, right? Sometimes I confuse it with the word for friendship, Yujo. Yujo and Yugo. I don't think it's a coincidence that they sound so similar. Or maybe it is. But it fits. What's up with this mate for beat chair and parasol? 300 gems. I want to buy this. I was about to buy some accessories right now, by the way. Might as well get this one. Some cosmetics, I should say. Not accessories is not necessarily the word, but yeah. The chair has a reclining feature and is suited for outdoor use. The sun protection provided by the parasol lets you duel for hours on end. Feels like it would be a pain in the ass and a nightmare to duel on the beach. Your cards get blown away even if they have like protectors. Ooh, that sounds like a nightmare. No, thank you. No, thank you. You gotta really set it up in a specific way. Or you maybe don't care about the cards that much. They're not valuable, or... Because, yeah. Like, not on the sand or anything. Don't be mad enough to do it on the sand or on a towel on the sand. Set up a table, right? But even then, the beach is known for being windy a lot. Not all the time, but a lot. I wanna... Oh, I guess I already got it, right? You can apply it immediately. Okay. It does apply to your profile, and profile kind of implies something different. Yeah. We're not saving the gems right now for other things. I want to keep buying some of these. Machina Citadel. This thing is cool. This war machine represents a new generation of the Machina armored unit. It is equipped with thick plating, tank tracks able to cope with even the most rock routes, and state-of-the-art armaments that give it unparalleled destructive power. Jinso. Wow, good old Jinso. One of the most iconic machine monsters. Countless duelists relying on trap cards have been utterly thwarted by its arrival on the field. Then there's Royal Decree as well. Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke? No, Hanzo. Sasuke was the other one. I'm not gonna read all the flavor text. Laundry Dragon Maid. These all look like fun. I like the look of this one. Runes of the Sinful Spoil. Pyroxene. What was Pyroxene stuff? Pyroxene Warriors. Oh, this is Gem Knight stuff. I think this is Gem Knight stuff, and I even had a Gem Knight deck. I'm gonna use this one. And I'm gonna equip it right away. Pretty much to the Rank Duels deck. Look at that. I like that you can do that. Now that's a great change. Great quality of life change. Thank you. Thank you, Konami. It's not Konami I have to thank, but I forget the name of the developers. Oh, this is interesting. Time Machine, huh? Oh, these are nice. Mate Space. Right. I still have the one for polymerization, right? I'm okay using the bases from the dual field I got right now and keeping those. And only those. Yeah, look at all these. It's more complex when I have these. I don't have this gigantic sprite protector. I could have sworn I had it. What the heck? Okay. Chaos Xyz Evolution. Galactic Gathering of Dragons. I like the look of this thing. Wait, we're gonna buy one of these, and I am gonna equip it. Ooh, Gold Pride. Ooh. This is a racing-themed archetype, right? Now with Uma Musume, I'm like, oh yeah, this is relevant to what we're doing nowadays. How did they make such a great game, man? Unexpectedly addictive, sorry. Well, unexpectedly addicted, that's me, but... I like the look of this one too. Shadow Fusion, Red Eye Star Dragoon. None of these are here for a limited time, so we can take our time, but yeah. I wanted to try... Ooh, Centurion Primera. La Primera, huh? Like Ita in Pokemon? Like Stephanie Vaquer? The wrestler? But yeah, this is fun. It can be really good for, yeah, the Rank Duels deck is the Super Quan deck, so it's perfect for that because it's Xyz. Even though it's different monsters, of course. Alright, I think I spent over 1,000 gems already. Let's stop for now. And allow me to take a bio break. Once again, I'll leave you in an ad break over in the purple dimension. But yeah. Yeah. We're gonna continue with this. We'll spin the wheel and see where it takes us. Let's see if we can keep more wins than losses. Maybe a loss streak is incoming. Let's not let that happen. Let's do our best to avoid that. Though mostly, I'm being Haru Urara about it. Just being casual. But stay tuned, we'll be right back. Omatase shimashita. Just in time, just in time. Thanks for waiting, Tachi Gang. We have more duels to do. Sometimes on Master Duel streams, we would have moments in which maybe I'm building a deck, maybe I'm analyzing a deck a little bit. I did say I don't want to do much of that, because I feel like it will be too time-consuming and tedious, but we have that. Or we have moments in which we're doing gacha. But because I'm just returning after a long time, and I want to also spend gems on accessories, before I'm saving up enough to feel like I can, like, craft a UR, an SR, or both, and then go crazy with it with secret packs, right? Since they're only there 24 hours. Since I'm not spending any money in this game, it's all gonna be free gems. I'm hoping to keep it the same way with Uma Musume and other gachas that are like, other gacha games or gacha-like games that are threatening to make me addicted to them. But yeah. In this stream, no, we really keep going for duels and duels. Like, 7 duels within 2 hours is quite a bit so far. Usually it's slower. I guess we've also been lucky in that quite a few of these duels have been fast enough. Either from me winning or from me losing. The Dragon Maid duel there where I lost. Short enough? I mean, the other player knew what they were doing. It surprises me though, because I think it's really a matter of jumping from one duel to the next. Not much time in between. And we're still yapping and yapping and yapping about all sorts of things. But drop a few frames right there. Yeah, still gotta get the PC upgrade saga happening. What, you think I'm gonna spend money on this game when I gotta save for the PC upgrades? Also, I once again want to mention, I didn't mention this yesterday on the Uma Musume stream, but I tweeted about it, posted on Discord and all that. Thank you so much, Tachi Gang, for allowing another Twitch paycheck to come to me recently. Your support is much appreciated, and any support you can give is always welcome. I did wonder if I wanted to maybe put on the drone wishlist, you know, if I wanted to put the parts I needed for the PC there, but I'm not sure. I do have monitors there and things, but we can just keep it to that. For now, let's continue dueling. Duel! Duel! What do we have next? Ranked again? Alright. Then let's do it with Super Quant. We just got new accessories for it. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, there we go. As for the dual field, is the this is gonna be so nice. This is perfect. Yosharaki! It's lucky that we got that one. Oh yeah, I just realized the black spot in the wheel doesn't. You can't see the text, can you? That's alright though. I think for tomorrow I might change the colors. Oh, look at that. The other person has exactly the same frame and the same profile picture. Let's go. Let me have some water. Oh, never mind. We're not gonna have a duel against them. Oh yeah, and if we win, we get silver. I'm not focusing on that though. I'm the kind of person that wants to use every mate at least once. Let's use this with the chair and the parasol. Let's see how we feel about it. Yeah, this is actually based on Gem Knights. And yeah, Gem Knight got new support that I never did get. Right, it makes sense that it's this song. Right. I was hoping for a new song, but this one makes sense. In a way, it can fit Super Quant with the multicolored thing. Red, green, blue. There's a lot of that in here. There's a bit of purple. And, well, arguably a bit of white. Nah, that's a stretch. There actually isn't any white. I mean, they get a bit bright, some of these crystals and crystal-like things, but no. So we have red layer represented, green layer, blue layer, not exactly white layer, though. Sadly, there's no purple member of this team. I'm the purple member of the Super Sentai, the violet member. Tajigen Violetto. Wandering King, Vision Resonator. What are they summoning? Let's see if I recognize these cards. Red Rising Dragon. I recognize that card, I think. I associated it with, like, what was it? Red Zombie Archfiend? What was the name of it? One of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's characters used it. No, actually, Crimson Resonator, Vision Resonator. This is, well, resonating with me. That didn't fully make that pun intentional there, but yeah. Some of these cards, I've seen them before. Yeah. Classic synchro cards. What was the name of that Archfiend? Something Archfiend Dragon. Yeah, not just Archfiend. Archfiend Dragon. So some crazy things are gonna happen here. I associate them more with older cards that are not that meta anymore. But nah, surely it's a good version of it as well. Either way, I can tell my opponent knows what they're doing with this deck. Thankfully, I mostly do know what I'm doing with this deck as well, so there's that. You know, I think I'm gonna replace Forbidden Dropletting here. I can definitely see this one being replaced by Black Layer, or some of the other cards will be adding, right? I'm getting ahead of myself because I think it's gonna be a long time before those things get added to Master Duel. So yeah. But for now, let's wait. See, there's a lot of quiet period here. It's a lot of a quiet period. It's a big quiet period here. Waiting for the opponent to do their thing. Scar Dragon Archfiend. Right, Dragon Archfiend, not Archfiend Dragon. I was thinking of the original. Red Dragon Archfiend, was that the name? Am I getting it right? Basically, was it Jack Atlas who used that in 5Ds? I've yet to see it, but I know a bit about that. Stardust Dragon with Yusei Fudo Yusei. Jack Atlas as the rival. You know, instead of Black Magician versus Blue Eyes, we get Stardust Dragon versus Red Dragon Archfiend. Now that I said it again like that, that sounds exactly like it's the card, so I think I did get it right. But no, it's Scarred Dragon Archfiend. I almost want to say Scar-Red Dragon Archfiend for the fun. I appreciate what they did there. There's some fun wordplay. I wouldn't necessarily call it a pun, but yeah. Red Rising Dragon. Red Dragon Archfiend. Okay, that was a bit too much. Sometimes the R extension is a bit too exaggerated. Or maybe that's just me. You think I'm gonna stop doing it though because I'm saying that? No. Let's see if I can read the effects. Oh, and it is considered a Dragon Archfiend. There you go. That's also a special one for Dragon Archfiend extra deck. Very Synchro Summon. Material for the Dark Synchro Banner. You can swell type of most of the controls. You can only use effective Scar Dragon Archfiend once per turn. Alright. Lots of stuff going on here. Makes me want to try a Gem Knight deck again. I'm okay going for a more meta Gem Knight deck, but I still wanted to try, at least for a little while in Ranked. And as an option in Solo. And I did do one like this before more support was added. But one that just has every Gem Knight in it. And it's difficult to do it and keep it to like 40 cards. It was actually super difficult, and even more difficult now. I guess if I'm being casual about it, it's okay to have more than 40 cards or something, but still not ideal. But yeah, like, it's been nice to return to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but as I said, next week we're most likely getting Fields of Mystery replacing it. Since I think I'll keep doing it in Wamusume. The 14 of Pokemon Violet will of course continue. I could maybe see Pokemon Violet taking a backseat for a week or two. Extend the start of the great DLC journey a little bit. But at the same time, there's other things too that I might do. Well, yeah, if the stream schedule... Sorry, I'm thinking, because I also have some potential events and collabs coming up. Although some of them are still a bit further away, I'm thinking. No. Well, I mean, it's already July 17. Already, like, the second half of July. It doesn't quite feel that way. But yeah. Like, you blink at a certain point in every year, and it passes by fast. But then there's points in which it doesn't do that. Sometimes you'll notice other people share that with you, quite a good number of people. Sometimes it's just very unique to you. We, the star cluster that took on the names Khaiden, Tajigen, among others, and this form, among others, still get fascinated about these aspects of humanity. Of humanities, I even want to say. Red Nova Dragon. Woo! I like the name of that one though. Somebody here must have some nasty effect that will just lock me away from doing a lot of things. I'm still gonna try to do my combos and my thing. Without reading what they have to say, it's okay. I might be able to activate Forbidden Droplet, but the thing about Forbidden Droplet is that you also gotta pay quite the cost. This kind of deck is one that lends itself well to that sort of cost, but still, we still have to think about it. Let me see again. Yeah, I'll have to see how I use Forbidden Droplet's effect. We might still benefit from it. And then we keep trying to... And even Forbidden Droplet's effect might get negated. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Mouthful of a name, isn't it? I mean, I have... What was the full name of AA Zeus Sky Thunder? I forget. Something 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 AA Zeus Sky Thunder. There you go. Let me try to do my thing anyway. I like that their dual field matches perfectly with what they're doing with this deck. That's a vibe right there. First thing to do is to special summon Red Layer, which I won't be negated, but let's see what happens after the special summon itself happens. We keep the red theme going on, nothing but red here. Well, except for this monster, but you get the point. We can try an emergency teleport before trying to reason. What I want to do is maybe sacrifice 3 of my monsters and negate all 3 effects. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's a card? Oh. I'm gonna try using it. I'm gonna do something just insane right now. I'm gonna do insane things right here. I'm gonna regret doing this. I'm gonna regret doing this. But yeah. It's like, we gotta go for broke anyway. Just go for broke. Either way, you know? The reason why I'm sacrificing all 3 of them is to negate the effects of all 3 of these bad boys here. Sure, they got a way to negate that though. So I just sacrifice them and, well, nothing will come of it. Still love that effect that Forbidden Droplet does. Also, halving their attack is good. Blue Layer will help out here. They gotta, of course, go for the ship. Magna Ship Carrier. Well, like, I could maybe try to use AA Zeus Sky Thunder's effect. And then Red Layer will allow me to have another card summoned here. Green Layer... yeah. It should be Green Layer. Because we're still gonna do Reasoning in a moment. If I'm able to get Magna Carrier out here, then I want to have at least 1 Xyz monster. If they can destroy Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, then that will go a long way. And then I have AA Zeus Sky Thunder. We just have to get there? We just have to get there in the first place? Oh, actually, we probably have to... we would have had to discard Magna Carrier anyway. Let's try to reason with the opponent. We still try to do this, but... what to do from there? Where do we go from there? What can we even do after that? We gotta try something. Oh, they got the right level. Nice. Not nice for me, but don't think I'm not appreciating what happened there. No, I keep getting it wrong. I keep thinking Reasoning is gonna be the effect of Fairy Alphen, in which I'll choose 3 layers, 3 Super Quan cards, and... No. Reasoning is when they choose a level, and... that was very unlucky. That was just super unlucky. But I told you, I'm okay with luck being a huge factor in this way. For the most part. There's a bit of honeymoon period. There's a bit of a honeymoon period to, you know, me enjoying Master Duel this much in this way, because I've come back after a long absence. Like over a year, more than a year. It was March of last year. And it still surprises me, like, what the heck? There were a lot of things that kind of got dropped March last year. Not March this year, no, March 2024. I still want to return to. Ah! But yeah, that honeymoon period I know is gonna be over. I can already be kind of savvy enough about it. The biggest issue I'm gonna have is just ranked getting super boring. Same mid-ass. This looks different to me right now because I haven't played in a while, but it's possible a lot of people have this sort of deck here. So then I'll get tired of it. And they're not doing festivals often enough that there's enough novelty there, or, you know, they don't have enough modes besides ranked and casual. They just need more than that. And if they're not gonna do that so they can still give enough value out of a festival, otherwise festivals don't have the same impact maybe, at least do them often enough. And right now it kind of seems that way, but I'm not sure. It's too bad I missed out on the 3rd anniversary. They must have done it recently. But for now, there's still great things to logging in every day to this, trying to play as often as possible. I just don't expect I'll get that far on a season or a dual pass or something. When it comes to dual pass, though, getting to at least 50 is great. Where is it that you get a mate usually at level 75? Allow me to check the dual pass if I can. Also, in the meantime, while we wait for the opponent to do their thing, I'm not gonna be prompted for anything, I imagine. I wanted to see more about Black Layer. Yeah, just trying to see more about Super Quan support. That was just about 4 months ago, a few months ago. They keep saying Fenrir Kashtira. I don't remember what that did right there, but okay. Also, I don't think I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm kinda disconnected from the game now. I tell you, when I tell you I read books while playing Master Duel, I'm not kidding. And I'm okay leaving it until the end. You know, just for rewards, because that's for the opponent too. Good for them that they get to do the whole strategy. Get the catharsis of doing this direct attack. Hey, a few of the opponents I faced today also did that for me. Well, they may not be doing that for me, but you know, it worked that way for me. So I appreciate them too for that. I know I'm patting myself on the back like this, but hey, I can be an egomaniac and I'm not ashamed of it. Except when I'm ashamed of it. I don't know. No, but seriously, like, shoutouts to all of those that see the duels all the way until the end. Black is Kashtira Fenrir after Red Layer got Isekai to Visa's world. They're making a reference to that Red Ranger Isekai anime that I can't believe I completely forgot about it. This reminds me that I actually completely forgot to pick it up. I left it halfway through. Completely halfway through. Wow. I just can't really watch things nowadays. Any anime or any... Oh, ranked again. Okay. Let's go for it again then. An opportunity perhaps to get that silver after all. Or to win at the very least. I mean, if we win, we can rank, but you know. To redeem that duel. Maybe. But yeah, oh man, yeah, I just can't sit down to watch things nowadays. I feel like my time is being lost. My time management has been terrible and all over the place, and that's also why I also haven't had time to, like, do some other things offline here, like with F14 and all that. I get caught up in other things so easily. Let's wait for them, though. Almost the same start as before. A similar start. Because we're gonna have... Ooh, Red Raptor, nice. We're gonna have Red Layer special summoned and then attempt the emergency teleport. Raid Raptor. I remember I did see a Raid Raptor meta deck of sorts before I had the big absence from Master Duel. But I can't remember if that's true. And well, we'll see what kind of deck this is anyway. How much it sticks to that archetype, so to speak. Raider's Knight, yeah, this is different. Do I remember this card? It looks familiar. I used it in some rental deck somewhere, I think. Raider's Knight. Phantom Knights, and oh yeah, it's related to Raid Raptor. What a cool card. What a cool looking card. Love this archetype as well. The archetypes I tend to like the most. Yeah, I'm remembering I talked about this before, but the archetypes I tend to like the most in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are those that have like multiple members to it. It doesn't need to be a Super Sentai situation, like even if it's 20 different members, that makes it fun too. A whole crew, a whole squad, a whole legion. Legion makes it sound like they're more nameless, that's not what I mean. So many unique characters, right? Except you have them all in one deck. Like imagine all the Uma Musume in one deck. Something like that, right? That makes it a lot of fun. That being said, I did kind of build a Black Magician deck, didn't I? And I was kind of building a Blue Eyes deck. Yeah, that's what I was doing last when I returned here. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was trying to kind of build this one. And something that just has to be done at some point. I wanted to do Stardust Dragon as well. And then because I've had so many hero cards, I've opened so many hero packs, I should also do a Neos base deck. So many different variations of a hero deck I can do. Both casual and not so casual. Both meta and not so meta. But yeah. Raid Raptors continue to be summoned here though. Yeah. Feels like the big difference maker here is just whoever went first again. Raid Raptor Noir Lanius. I think I said that right. Raid Raptor Y Strix Link Monster. Looks like a fun deck. You know, I think no matter what I do, whether I do get more into Magic the Gathering, which I still want to do, Battle Spirits, which I hope can be more available in English, so that I can also get more into it, or hell, if I even feel like returning to Pokemon TCG, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Monsters, all of this will always be here for me and something I keep coming back to here and there. Especially when you have a game like Master Duel existing. This game did a lot for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not just for me, but for a lot of people! I think. A game like this had to come out for sure for Yu-Gi-Oh! And now that it's been out for 3 years, it's like, yay, it didn't come out too late either. I mean, better late than never, but it's also not that late, all things considered. Rayson and I mentioned those other 3 games still. Out of all the card games I can get into, both card games that have a physical version and both card games that don't. I guess all of these have a physical version. I don't see myself anytime soon being crazy enough to actually buy any of these cards physically, whether Yu-Gi-Oh!, whether Battle Spirits, Pokemon, or unless I become disgustingly rich or something. But yeah, or Magic. But Pokemon TCG, I did get into it. We had streams with it before. By at the end of the day with it, I didn't get that much into it. I didn't like it as much. Not that I have much experience with different kinds of card games, because not counting more simple things like, you know, playing cards that can be like poker, blackjack, or something like Pasak in Star Wars, which is basically just blackjack but with 20 instead of 21 as the top, as the limit, as the maximum number. There we go. But yeah, really, before I even picked up Pokemon TCG, like, I only had experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! Right here. But yeah, the online game... See how I say that the meta and ranked can get old fast for me? It was worse there in Pokemon TCG Live, and I think even another one came out after Pokemon TCG Live. That being said, the Game Boy game that we played also, we had the whole playthrough there in the Red Dimension. Check out the YouTube channel so you can see it. Check it out in the playlists also. It should be there in playlists and make it easier to find if you don't want to scroll down too much. Also, my internet is misbehaving a little bit. ISP is being naughty again. Or at least I saw a few frames dropping, but some nasty things happened at the start of the stream that I didn't like. But anyway, that Game Boy game was a lot of fun actually. And we had some incredibly epic moments. I still need to like go back and do a clip from them. There's such a thing as Throwback Thursday like today. Sometimes I'm like, oh, but now the streams are too old. No, I should still do it. Technically the first Pokemon game we finished on stream, huh? Anyway. That's Pokemon, right? And yeah, like before I played that, I only really knew Duel Monsters / Yu-Gi-Oh! I get the feeling this is all gonna be negated as well. I'm gonna try anyway. Duel! Well, Forbidden Droplet yet again. This time I'm not gonna go crazy with it, because I can't either, because I don't have that many cards to do it with. But let's do a special summon of Red Layer. And let's see, a few animations and things in the interface have changed a little bit. Now, Magic the Gathering I mentioned because they've been going crazy with the collabs. Final Fantasy XIV, Sonic the Hedgehog, Doctor Who, among other things. Things that I don't know that much about, but those 3 things right there alone do a lot. Like, it's insane. They are there. They are there. So I gotta learn that game if I can. Probably gonna be a lot of time consumed. A lot of time consumed doing that. So I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try Forbidden Droplet. I don't want that effect negated, but I don't know how much I can do beyond that. I'm gonna discard Alpha and Spike. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna discard Metaverse. Because then if Blue Layer's effect goes through, then I'll be able to have the ship used to summon someone here. I wanted to negate at least 2 effects. You and you, well, half their attack as well. Half their attack as well. That helps. Yeah, I think the effect didn't affect the other one. The effect didn't affect. Sorry about the sort of pun, the redundancy in that sentence, but that's the way you say it. Yeah. For the Magna Carrier, we gotta try to go for Magna Liger. Attempt to attack, and if the attack goes through, then we go for double ACU Sky Thunder. This is the way we gotta do it. Actually, we may be able to summon 2 Super Quantic Seas monsters. First, let's try this. Let's try this. What Layer's effect can let us have a Fairy Alpha in the added to the hand from the deck? I don't see why that would be negated, but yeah. I don't think we'll be able to have Kingrave Magnus though. Now it seems they're gonna summon something. Nothing to activate in response. But yeah, Magic just, I gotta try it. I gotta try it. And of course I plan to get into the thing itself. Like, the cards that are original to it, everything. I should try everything. I'm curious to see if there's an online game for Magic like this one. At Pokemon Now House with Pokemon TCG Live or whatever came after that, if there's something after that. And then there's Battle Spirits. I mentioned Battle Spirits, right? That one did collapse before it was cool. Before the others started doing it. Before Magic the Gathering even did it. And it has Kamen Rider as one of its collabs. The issue is that I think most of the current content hasn't even been translated. Like, it's only in Japanese. Battle Spirits. It's like there were translations in English, but it's only the early content that got that sort of translation, as far as I know. So yeah. There's fan translations, and I think there's like a fan web game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to have one of these. Master Duel now exists, and it's great. We don't want to revive Magna Liger, do we? I doubt that's gonna do any good, but let me see if I can shuffle anyone. Just on the off chance I can still attack with Magna Liger by attaching something or someone. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I might regret doing that, but I'm probably gonna lose this next turn anyway. Or even this turn. The thing is, we still gotta try our best. Especially after all the inspiration from Haru Urara and Uma Musume. How could I not? Like, are you kidding me? How could I not? But I think I did do a normal summon this turn. Otherwise, Fairy Alpha might be the way to go. I think normal summon this turn. We did Emergency Teleport, we did Red Layer Special Summon. But still hope. That was my plan, to do Fairy Alpha, bring somebody in, activate Magna Liger's effect to attach somebody to it, then attempt to attack. The attack goes through, we do double ACU Sky Thunder. They're probably immune even to that effect anyway. Let's try it anyway! Let's try it anyway. The red layer. Yeah, just good old red, white, and blue. White, blue, and red in this case. In the order in which they showed up right there. The thing about it is that I've already used blue layers effect, so I won't get to activate that. What is this other effect? No reason to use this right now, I think. Oh yeah, I can't use Magna Liger's effect. So nothing can be done with that. Nah. I don't think I would benefit from trying to activate Magna Carrier. Wait. What? Did I have anything else in my graveyard? Like, either way, I didn't have a card on my hand. Otherwise, what I would have tried to do maybe is to get Grand Pulse out here. Because I forget that because of Red Layer's effect, whoever got revived with that effect, you can't activate their effects. So I can't use Magna Liger's effect to attach Blue Layer anyway. But what was the other option? To summon one of the other layers, and then I still don't get to, you know, turn them into their Xyz version. That's a strategy I could have done there, but whatever. We're taking it casually, as I said. 6-3. Let's do our best to prevent that win record from being beaten by the loss record. But yeah, this is the 9th duel. What's been nice about this is that, hopefully I'm not jinxing anything saying this, but so far we haven't had a duel that I would consider a non-applicable duel, not counted. I don't want to say the word no contest, but NC is how I would say it in parentheses. It doesn't mean no contest, it means not counted towards the duel record. Which would have been a duel in which either I or my opponent got disconnected, and it didn't look like it was going to be a decisive win for whoever won because of that disconnection, right? Again, it's my discretion. Your mileage may vary on this, but if, for example, if I had disconnected there, I would still count it as a loss because it was looking like I was going to lose anyway, but on another situation, yeah, I wouldn't count it. Or if it says opponent surrendered, but it looks to me like it wasn't an intentional surrender, or, you know, their game crashed, or who knows what. If the game crashes, I think it doesn't tell you connection failed, because it's not a connection failure. But I could see using that message as well anyway. Let's see what the roulette says next. The wheel. Roulette. Back to Fusion Link. What is up with that text looking like that, though? I gotta maybe fix it. If I don't end up using something else, though. Anyway. I did want to change the accessories here. Still may not use the new ones, but I want to buy some other, like, fields. And okay, what would be another dual field we use? This one is just a lot of fun. For a while, I stuck to dual fields that fit the theme. Then I stopped doing that. The Cyber Universe is a lot of fun, but I haven't used the Ghost Trick Mansion in a while, if at all. Now, field parts... Negate attack, huh? Pyroxene Cave, Genix, Furnace, Madol Chaton, Blue Eyes Mausoleum, Twin Twisters, I'll use that one. Mate's Base, I still want to keep it as polymerization. Yeah, look at that. Hero. Or even the hero. Madol Chaton. Did I buy one of these? We didn't do it earlier, right? Keep the polymerization. That's it. It did change it, right? And it's only for the festival version of this deck, so the main one hasn't had these changes. Oh, and did I want to change the protector? Nah, let's leave it at that. It's a fun protector we're using. Ikuze! Not slowing down. Now it's the 10th duel. 10 duels in total? That would be great. Unless we don't count this one because shenanigans happen. Yeah, we had some weird... I keep freaking out about them and saying, oh, my ISP is known for being naughty and they suck and blah, blah. But like, no, actually, those weird reconnections that happen at the very start of the stream, I guess they could have been an even worse time for them to happen. But maybe I'm speaking too soon. Oh, seriously? That's the song you use for this? We need to have a new song, a more whimsical one, you know? Anyway. We can do Fusion Destiny already, but first emergency call. Emergency! But they can maybe use Ash Blossom on this instead. Solid Soldier and Shadow Mist combo. We gotta go for that. Honest Neos is already in my hand. Isn't that beautiful? Let's go. No need for a Predaplan Verde Anaconda either. Since Destiny, Fusion Destiny is already here. Mask change. But what am I gonna do with these two? Because I want to keep Shadow Mist to turn it into a Dark Law when needed. Otherwise, I can do Wonder Driver. Like... But no, there's no need for Wonder Driver there. Let's do Fusion Destiny, and that's it. Let's make sure, of course, we have DP destroy itself. I just gotta keep reminding myself because I know I'm gonna forget. Denier... I sent Denier to the graveyard this time. I could summon Plasma now. But I'm not gonna do that insanity and sacrifice these 3 for that. No, no, no. I rarely ever get to summon Plasma, like, you know, like that. That's the thing about it. Oh, and also Malicious. Oh, actually, I might be able to summon Plasma after all. Wait. Or I'll do one of the extra hero Link monsters. The thing about Mass Change is that... yeah, I can have Plasma Henshin into that one. Or we could do Dread Decimator. But a few times do I get to activate this bad boy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Haha! Destiny Hero Plasma! Plasma. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that beautiful? What is the Nair's effect again from the graveyard? You can special summon this card from your graveyard. Okay. Well, might as well get it on the field here. It's good to have a presence. Let's put it there. Oh, and I have no reason to place any of them on top of my deck right now. That's the end of the turn. That's it. Tan Endo. Oh yeah, I just realized my opponent has the same profile picture and, well, portrait, whatever it's called, and frame. Let's go. Polymerization and super polymerization. Fusion, multidimensionality, minds combining. I sense a Dark Magician deck. Alright. Effects will be negated from Destiny Hero Plasma. I can save it with Honest Neos or a Mass Change, but then we lose that, you know, thing that Plasma does. Negating effects. I don't think we should use DPE right now. We should definitely do it before this turn is over, but... I'm waiting for a Dark Magical Circle, and that's when I'm gonna activate DPE. Whoa! 2 Soul Servants in a row like that? How did this work again? What are they doing? What is this madness? Okay. Oh, actually... okay, I can see what they're doing, I think. Then they draw those 2. I didn't know you could use Soul Servant like that. I'm trying to remember. How it works. Timaeus, the United Dragon. I love how we have that thing from the Orichalco saga still be here. Let's go. I'm being a bit stingy on that DPE. A bit too stingy, maybe. I just gotta remember. Okay, what are they doing? Okay. I'll summon something. It's not the monster effects I have to worry about as much as it's the spell and trap effects. The moment I see a Dark Magical Circle, though, that's gonna be destroyed with DPE. Can I have it destroyed now? It's a quick play, so, well, they're gonna have this activated anyway. That's a shame. If they're gonna activate it in response to this, but I still try to do Mass Change. I gotta have that destroyed, but it's a quick play. They can still activate it right away. Never mind, I was wrong. They can't. I did well destroying that damn thing. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now the question is, do I want to try using Honest Neos against them? I'm gonna have to. Special summoning Timaeus. Because then there's also Dark Law. Wait a minute. Let me read Dark Law's effect again. You know what? I should have probably summoned Dark Law before. Because I would have been able to use this effect when they added something from the deck to the hand. Too late now. Too late now. Plasma is negating that effect. Right. That's not what I have to worry about here. Batoru. Okay. Genkai Batoru. Yeah, we gotta use Honest Neos here. Wait. There. That's the moment in which we activate it now. Before damage calculation, ideally. It's just... it makes you sweat because... it feels like you maybe miss the window if you do it like that, but... I think it makes them less likely to activate other things. It's a phase in which they can't really do much. But yeah, I shouldn't have been so stingy with the mass change. I forget that other effect that Dark Law has. When they add a card from their deck to their hand, one of the cards in their hand gets randomly banished immediately. That's what makes it so great. Anyway, here's the Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer again. Those are the powerful cards that Edo Phoenix has on his deck. I know. His other name, maybe the more known name in English at least, is Aster Phoenix. For me, he's Edo Phoenix. Also, we're gonna count that as a win. 7-3, 10 duels in total. Isn't that beautiful? Not bad at all. And that's good to keep going through the duel pass. So your level 50 is the big background, as well as this. Oh yeah, and I want to make sure that by the time the next duel pass starts, I have 600 gems. So that I can go for the gold one immediately. Yeah, I mean, this mate looks fun. Dark Resonator. If we can, let's do it. Oh yeah, and it's the one of those using Red Dragon Archfiend's deck. Well, among other decks, but mostly associated with that. It really is a thing in the meta right now. They must have introduced some support cards soon, recently. It's gotta be there in the current shop for the packs. I might have seen it. I'm not paying full attention. I don't know. But anyway. Let's take a pause from dueling now, especially after reaching 10 duels. Do I wanna buy things at the shop? I still wanted to, you know, do more pack openings. Oh yeah, probably have legacy packs to open. That might be fun to do. I haven't done that in forever. Sashiburi, 38 packs. I mean, this bundle might be worth buying. 1 UR guaranteed. It's probably gonna unlock secret packs that I won't be going for, whatever the case, but commemorating the 10th billionth pack opening celebration campaign that includes 10 struggling Wonderline selection packs, 1 UR guaranteed, and limited edition accessories. That's why we gotta get it. That's why we gotta get it. The background for the login screen looks fun. I want to do this gacha so badly. I'll gain the gems. I lose. That's a nice number, 2228. But yeah, it will be what will it be at? 700? Yeah, about 700. Man, that's not a bad amount of gems. I don't know, Dajigang, I'm tempted. Ah, look at this. I still need to get this bad boy as well. That one can wait at least. How long has that been there? I think all this time I never got it. What is the effect of Ghost Spell in Haunted Mansion? Well, it's gotta be a good one. Just like Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I probably said it right there, but yeah. Additional deck slot, 5 times remaining. Why is it limited? But yeah, it would be 1,000. No, wait. 250, 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250. Aha, but I wanted to get accessories. Ooh, look at this. I never saw this before. So good. A deck box depicting a sarcophagus that evokes the authority of an ancient king. To open it, one must be acknowledged by the 4 powers. The 4 powers? What is that? Oh, I think it's the monarchs. Something like 4 heavenly kings, Shiteno. But is that really related to, like, Egypt, the Millennium stuff, all of that? Yeah, I guess I got a few of these card cases. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think they released the light and dark cases long before they released the other 4 elements. Now that I've come back, now they've been released. This Gold Pride one looks like a lot of fun. You know what, Tajigang? I think I might go for that bundle. We gotta get it at some point before it's over. Oh, this one too. Fun goblin stuff. Children having a blast at a festival's court gun shooting range. One unlucky child has fair words than the others again and run out of money. Ah, poor goblin kid. No, don't use all your money. We shouldn't use all our gems right now either, but no, this is worth it. And again, I'll recover gems. The only thing that's gonna be wasted is the secret packs we get that I won't be able to take advantage of. There's 17 days left on this. But you know what? I think we're gonna do it because I want to have fun with it. I get all the accessories and all that, then. Ikuze! Gacha time! Turns out we are gonna do gacha on the stream today! So, Rainbow, special guy, I think it's related to Galaxy Eyes or something, I can't remember, but I forget the name of the card. Anyway, first pack. Anything fancy? Ooh, something fancy there. Arm Rebellion. Something related to battle wasps and or insectors, it seems, or insect synchro monsters as well. Yeah. I forgot that I was checking out that deck. I got distracted by the other decks. We were gonna check it out earlier to see what it was like. And see if we can add new things to it. Malice CTB2. How do you read this? Interesting. Bio insect armor. Denial DT Dotan. B-Trooper Scale Bomber. B-Troopers as well. I like the art here. Looking nice. Insect armor. Arm Rebellion. And it's an ultra rare. I thought it was a super for a moment. Teningi Spirit Nahata. Insect Invitation. Hi. Sugino-Pak. Next pack. That's probably not how you say pack in Japanese, but whatever. Turn gold right there. Do we have a super rare at least? We have an ultra. We have something better than that. Already 2 ultras, okay. Rebellion once again. Alright, alright. Actually, I think it's always the same kind of cards, right? So I'll be, no pun intended, I'll be getting good things for bees and battle wasps and all that. Bio Insect Armor, B-Trooper Scale Bomber, Tenny Spirit Mapuda, Triangle, Dragon of the Dark Deep, Tenny Spirit Adara, Battle Wasp Nest, Arm Rebellion, B-Trooper Scale Bomber. What I forgot about this is that unlike regular packs, you don't get the 4 from the pack and 4 random ones, and yeah, I think they're more predetermined. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Maybe I got a bit impatient because I'll keep opening more of these, logging in until I get to a certain day, a number of days logged in. Yeah, these are very different cards, most of these, flawless, but within the same archetypes. Flawless Perfection of the Tenny. Tenny Spirit Nahata. Sorry if I'm saying Tenny or Tenai incorrectly. Ballet Knob Sisters. Tenny Spirit Ashuna. Shinobi Insect Hagakure Mino. Ragnaraka Samurai Bito. That's a cool design. Reminds me of Ravana from FF14, or really Final Fantasy in general. Template Skipper. Battle Wasp, Azusa the Ghost Bow. You know how I mentioned that Battle Wasp deck, right? There was a previous festival where I used it quite a bit, or at least a variation of it. I remember a lot of Azusa the Ghost Bow, or Bow. No, it's bow because it's bow and arrow, yeah. When it's bow like an object, either like a bow as in bow tie, or like a bow on your hair, or bow and arrow, it's bow. When it's the action, like bow down, it's bow. I think. I might have gotten that wrong. Whatever. Battle Wasp, pin the bullseye, DD Trap Hole, Battle Wasp, Twin Bow the attacker. Twin Bow, you see? Battle Wasp, Sting the Poison, Heavenly Dragon Circle, Scripton, DD Trap Hole, Tenny Spirit, Vishida. Yeah, these Battle Wasps, I use them quite a bit. Did decent work with them. I'll have to remember how to use them if I use them again. We have at least a super rare here. What do we have? Okay, Battle Wasp, Hama, the Conquering Bow. As well as Dragon Bite, Tenny Spirit Mapuda, Falane of Sisters, Dragon Bite, Parallel Exceed, Tenny Spirit Shtana, B-Trooper Scout, Buggy. Ikuse! Next pack. That's the only one that opened a secret pack so far, funny enough. Okay, fancy things. Ooh. Okay? Alright. Malice Q, Red Ransom, Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. 2 Heavenly Dragon Circles, Tenny Spirit Nahata, Template Skipper, Circle of the Fairies, Denial Deity Dotan. I appreciate the alliteration here, that's a fun looking card. DDD. Would it be related to one of those DD archetypes? I can see them doing that. More fancy cards, let's see. Battle Wasp, Rapier the Onslaught. That's one of those new ones that got added. I haven't used that one ever. Let me read the description. If you control no face-up monsters, or no face-up monsters control insect monsters, you can discard one of the insect monster, place 1 Battle Wasp win from your deck, face-up in your spell and trap zone, then special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can special summon next to the first turn except insect monsters. You can manage this card from your graveyard to level 1 insect monster control by 1. You can okay. We're just gonna skim through it though. Monk of the Tenny, Code Hack, Circle of the Fairies, Parallel Exceed, Tenny Spirit, Adara, Battle Wasp, Nest, Ice Doll. Let's go. Something fancy maybe coming here. We have the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Oh, yes. Aha. Okay. Oh, ultra rare. Oh, I think we got... Okay, we got a big deal. Malice P. Jessie Cat. And the big poster card. Malice Q. Heart Scripter. Nice. Nice. That's the signature card. That's the one that you see in the secret pack. I would be more excited if I knew what these cards actually do, but I may be getting some decent things for the deck in the future. And I think it opened a secret pack. As well as Tenny Spirit Mapra, Code Hack, Triangle, Dragon of the Dark Deep, Tennis Spirit Mapper, Ice Doll, VTubers Scout Buggy. 2 more packs, let's see. We already got some of the best things we can possibly get. Of course, when it comes to those ultra rares, you want at least 3 of them, no matter what they are. Alright. Denial, DT, Dotan, Scrap Garage, Bio Insect Armor, Tennis Spirit, Adara, Battle Wasp, Halberd the Charge, 2 Tempera Fortune Ebi cards, and Resonance Insect. Daigo no Pack, or rather, final pack. Ah, what do we have here? All sorts of fancy animations. You're spoiling me, Master Duel. The 1500 gems are paying off. Is there anything here, though? Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's build up to it. We finish it with an ultra rare and related to Battle Wasp. So that's gonna be helpful. Shinobi Insect, Hagakure no, Scrap Garage, Malice C, MTP07, Monk of the Tenny, Dragon Bite, Resonance Insect, Grand Cicada, Battle Wasp, Grand Partisan, the Revolution! Nice. And it's not the first one we get, is it? Yeah. I think literally the first pack we opened on the stream that I got for free for logging in. Boom! We got that bad boy right there. That is also part of this. But remember, we also got all this because we get some accessories. Here they are. Malice in the Mirror. Malice in the Mirror. Malice Cube. Malice in Underground. Not gonna apply them though. But I would like to apply the one for the login screen. So yeah, this is for Tenny, Dragon Spirit, Insect Metamorphosis, yeah. Battle Wasp, there's Insector stuff as well. I opened quite a few of these packs. I was sad to see that the Insector stuff was not that good, but yeah. So, the new things that got added, they didn't get added to secret packs, right? They don't retroactively change secret packs. They tend to do them in this other way instead. So, new cards for Battle Wasp are instead with Malice, and Tenny stuff instead. So, what we have right now, this will eventually be a secret pack, I think. I'm trying to remember how it all was, yeah. Battle of Destiny selection pack. Gladiator Beast for the Gladiator Beast support. Yeah, when they add the Super Quan stuff, I'm gonna have to go crazy with the gems right there. It's just, we don't know, right? I don't know when that's gonna happen. I can only hope that... Well, first of all, I'm playing actively enough. And second, that I have the gems needed. Because it's most likely to also unlock secret packs that we should go for. So yeah. That will be of great importance. What are we gonna do, Taji Gang? Oh yeah, let's do legacy packs because it's fun. We're not gonna see the animations though. Just 30 out of 38 I have. Let's see. Dark End Dragon. Okay. Gallus the Star Beast. Hey, anything with Star. Gallus the Super Star Beast you are now. The Star Beast. Yeah, that was a recent Doctor Who episode, wasn't it? For the 60th anniversary. Not that recent anymore, maybe, but recent enough. Hey, Sorcerer of Revealing Light. Inferno Reckless Summon. Not gonna read all of them out loud in this case. The Celtic Guardian! Hey. Hello, old friend. For Celtic Guardian, just relegated to being nothing but rare. Well, this is not just normal. Yeah, also you'll see a lot of old school cards in here. Still, this Frieza looking... Seriously, like Freezer from Dragon Ball. Freezer, however you want to call him. Ah, yes, and I still wanted to go for this. Too many choices, so much grinding potentially coming. But we're actually gonna wrap up the stream right here, Taji Gang. I figured we may not have time for more duels because I knew we were maybe about to end it right here, reaching the 3 hours. When it comes to these Thursday evening streams, a lot of the time I'm thinking we should maybe stick to 2 hours only, but then they get exciting enough. And don't worry, you know, I'll get the waiting room set up for Pokemon Violet tomorrow on the Red Dimension. Because I have everything ready, it's just the waiting room. I have the thumbnail and all of that ready, but first, let's talk a little bit, let's yap a little bit. And then do stick around, because we're gonna do a raid as usual. Let's talk about the rest of the week, shall we? Also, final duel record right there. 7 wins, 3 losses. Beautiful record. 10 duels in total? Not a single one was like not applicable, not counted. A no contest? That's perfect. That's lovely. So with that in mind, check things out over in the Red Dimension over there. Treasures of Ruin plus Superstar Titans is the plan, which means it may be an even longer stream than this one. Because we're planning to do the Treasures of Ruin stuff and then do the Team Star and Titan rematches. If we only get to do one thing, I think it should be Treasures of Ruin, and then leave the Star and Titan rematches for the stream after this. We may still not be the end of Vanilla. I don't want to overdrag things out either, but at the same time, in this case, I think it's okay. And then finally the DLC begins. It's already going to be August by then. It's almost safe to say, by the time Legends Z8 comes out, we'll be finishing Violet. Good timing, I guess. Not entirely intentional either. And then back here for Final Fantasy XIV 4.3 group content, you can join the Superstar Squad with what we're doing. Just keep in mind, I'll be doing all of that content for the first time. And watching the cutscenes and all that. It's actually not a lot of content. I think it's one dungeon, one alliance raid, and well, they did release one trial related to Monster Hunter that I've already done by now, but we'll do anyway. Unless it's already been long enough. We'll see. I was hoping to also do Eureka or something like that, but we'll see if I've caught up with it. I mean, we can still do just grinding for Eureka itself. Nothing's stopping us from doing that either. So there's that. But let's see who to raid now. Great week of stream so far. I know we're on that other form of mine in the TC dimension, as I keep calling it. The things we've done, Crystal of Atlan, and well, more Uma Musume. I don't know what we're gonna do on Saturday, but we'll also have that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go, Tachi Gang, the time has come again. To drop a raid to end the stream. Right here. Alright. I think I got my raid target. So thank you so much, Taji Gang. Right as we're hitting the 3-hour mark. Very, very punctual, perhaps. Right. Hopefully we're not raiding him as he's ending the stream because it's been live for nearly 5 hours. But Kiba right now is live with AQ3D. An old friend of mine that I miss so much. AQ3D, I mean. Kiba, I don't miss him because I'm still talking to him and, you know, we're still interacting. That sounded bad for a moment. No. He's an old friend of mine, but I don't miss him. We're still talking. Why would I miss you if we're still talking, right? Oh, and before we forget, let's have the subscriber version of the raid message. Always having to manually type it. Kind of a messy way to go about it. But yeah, I should rest up a little bit. I'm gonna crash down after the stream a bit, as I tend to do, whether I want to or not. But let's have the right energies for what we plan to do tomorrow in Pokemon Violet, alright? For now, I'll leave you over in Kiba the Barbarian's Dimension with AQ3D. And who even knows what's happening over there? I would love to play it, but you know, time this, time that. Already at 14, takes so much time. But anyway, it's been lovely so far. We've done amazing things this week. Let's keep doing it, Tachi Gang, alright? See you around. お疲れ様でした。